green observer effect. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with Delta Greens. I know most of you are familiar with Call of Cthulhu. So maybe I'll go through some of the differences.
I'm familiar with Gill's Delta Green, which I think is a different flavor.
Very modified. So I did put into that folder the cheat sheet.
Yeah, I looked at that right before logging on.
So basically, the main difference is you have the skill percent. Same thing as Call of Cthulhu. You roll percentile. If you roll that percentage or lower, it's a success. The crits and the is different though. So crits are 0-1 is a critical success, and any cherries, any doubles like 11, 12, 13, 11, 22, 33, 44, as long as it's below or equal to your skill. So let's say your skill is 40, you roll 33, that's a crit. Roll 22, that's a crit. 11's a crit. If you roll doubles, but it's in your failure area, it's a fumble. So your skill's 40, you roll a 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, fumble, and double up, of course, is always a fumble. So those are the differences. There's no bonus or penalty dice. It's the old COC where it's plus 20% or plus 40%. Or minus 20%, minus 40%.
So instead of having the hard success or the extreme success,
those
are all gone.
Because that's COC 7th. Delta Green decided to branch off of COC 6th edition. So what they've done is it's a high watermark. So if you roll a skill, it's the highest that succeeds is what you compare. So you don't do whoever rolls lowest, it's whoever rolls highest that succeeds, beats the other guy. So if somebody tries to fight you and you decide you want to fight back, you have to roll your fight and beat his fight. Which makes sense, right? If his fight is 80% and your fight is 20, but he rolled a 19 and you rolled like a 30, you actually beat the guy.
Okay, I have a skill on my sheet I am not familiar with. What's human?
Human intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically all of the psychology roles and things like that.
I assumed, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, SIG-INT is signal intelligence. It's like detecting like tapping phone lines and things like that. Let's see. There's another one I thought. There's another int? Oh, maybe not. Oh, and there's no Cthulhu Mythos. It's now unnatural. And there was another thing. So on your character sheets, I had to do it on the playtest character sheets. You have your breaking point. It's not filled out. It's really your current sand points minus your POW. That's your breaking point.
So again, it is your sanity minus your POW.
Your current sanity minus your breaking point. Minus your POW. Power. Right. What that is they've decided it's different from COC. If you lose 5 points of sand anytime, like in one shot, you automatically get the temporary insanity. But if you hit your breaking point, then you actually have an issue.
So if my sand is 60, I've got a power of 50%. I've only got 10.
Yeah, it's a power. You have a POW of 10, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So when you hit 40, so subtract 10 off of your current sand, and when your sand goes to 40, you hit your breaking point.
Right. Okay.
So when you hit your breaking point, that's when you get a psychosis or something. So what they do is the temporary insanity, basically it's the fight, fight, or freeze. But if you get the breaking point, then you get some sort of psychosis or something.
Okay, because on my sheet it's got a number filled in already, 52 of current.
That's
So-
your current. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then subtract your POW from that. That's your breaking point.
Yeah, that's going to be 47.
Yes.
So where do I put that? Just a slash and 47 beside it or something? Or
On the character sheet I have,
Mine's filled out. It looks right.
Yeah.
48 as
Yeah.
POW with 36.
Yeah. But it looks like mine was already filled out.
okay.
no, like that's what I'm saying. Mine has a current of 52.
For the breaking point. Yeah.
Oh, they already
point.
filled it out. I see.
Yeah.
It's already filled
But
out.
but
All right.
that's not what my current sanity is minus my POW. That's
Same,
47.
No. Which character you have?
I've got Cornwall. Because his breaking point current is 52.
Yeah, mine says the same, but it should
And
be.
current sanity is 60. So I should have my breaking point should be 47 somewhere. I don't know where it goes, but
Cornwall. 60.
yeah.
Oh, minus 13. They're off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
They don't do math very well.
Yeah, it's wrong. So
do I put 47 there or what or what?
yeah, it should be 47. That's not right.
Yeah, because mine says
Yeah.
sanity is actually 60, POW 10, and mine says 52.
Yeah, that's wrong. So fix them because yeah, I don't know why they're wrong. That actually is better for you to have a breaking point lower.
So if our sand dips below that number, that means we've
or
got
hits that number or below, then you get a psychosis of some sort.
okay. All right, so that
Break.
that works. Okay. Yay.
And then they have these things called bonds. So on the side, you have bonds on the
Yeah.
right hand side.
Mhm.
So what happens is you can burn willpower to not go insane. So what you do is you can burn 1 die 4 willpower,
Mhm.
and it'll burn 1 die 4 the same amount off of a bond. So basically, you're suppressing problems at work, and it affects your home life in the future.
Ah.
So
Can you spread it out or you have to pick one thing?
yeah, pick one.
Okay.
So basically, the character action is like, oh, this is so horrible, and you think about your home life, and you think about your wife and whatever. So then it's the spouse one, and then you're like, oh, and then somehow you use that to draw on, to give you strength to not lose some sand points, but it breaks your bond because it affects your home life. So when you go back home, right, instead of being loving to your wife and everything, you're more like an asshole or something like that.
Snap around.
Yep.
Interesting.
And so there's two ways of using it. One is that way. The other one is you suppress insanity. So sometimes, I think it's like a clutch moment. So in a clutch moment, you don't have enough. For some reason, you decide, oh, I'll be okay, and then somehow you wind up hitting an insanity. Then you can actually suppress an insanity also, and you can burn your will and bonds too. But you can only burn so much will. When you go down to 0, you're unconscious of will. And if you're willpower 1 or 2, you get a emotional breakdown, and you get minus 20% on all your actions.
Woohoo!
And this is back to the old school Call of Cthulhu. You go unconscious at 2 and 1 hit point, and you're dead at 0.
All right, so there's no negative. You hit 0, you are gone.
Yeah. So this is the old school, back to the old COC 6.
Yeah.
And there is a chance if you. So I think you have. Depends on how you get killed. Let's say.
What do you mean? We're all gonna live.
Yeah.
So depends on how you get killed. You could survive a number of rounds equal to your constitution, I think. if somebody, like if you're drowning or something and you went to 0 and then they pull you out and then they give you resuscitation, there is a chance, it's up to the GM, that somebody could do first aid and get you back to 1 hit point or something like that. I mean, it's obvious if you got like some weird creature shoved its tentacles through your body, that's not going to help. But let's say you're drowning or something, then, or you actually got shot. I think those are the basic rules. Let me think. Oh, so if in your character sheet, there on the thing, there's incidents of loss without going insane, there's violence, and there's helplessness. So there's 3 types of insanity now. There's violence, helplessness, and unnatural. So if you get a sand loss, if you fail if you fail a sand check, but you don't get the 5 points of insanity or hit your 20%, you check either violence, help, or helplessness if it's one of those 2 types of sand losses. Violence is when somebody does violence to you or you do violence to somebody else. Helplessness is if something happens to you that you have no control over, like you get fired or somebody locks you in a room and you can't escape and the air is like getting worse, or they lock you in a freezer or something. That's helplessness. So if you get all 3 marked, then you become adapted, and then you can never get sand loss from that type of violence or helplessness again in the future. But there are consequences. So for the helpless, I think for one of the other so for violence, once you adapt to it, you lose 1d6 charisma, and you lose the same amount off of every one of your bonds because you become a cold-hearted bastard. And if you helplessness, if you adapt to that, you lose 1d6 off your POW.
What if you actually begin the game with those all checked?
Yeah.
Oh, so here it is. You lose 1d6 off your POW, but you add the same amount to your breaking point. That's why your breaking point.
So
That's why it was
So
different.
those are correct then.
Yeah.
Right, change it back to 52 then.
Okay, those are correct because
As I was going to say, my character is like extreme adaptation to violence at this point.
so you can kill people or whatever and you don't give a shit. So the other thing is, for those that aren't adapted, the first time you get shot at, there are sand loss things for being attacked violently. So you have to do a sand check if you get shot at or something. Let's see what else. Bonds, disorders. I think that's sort of it. Combat was a little different, but we'll get to it when we get into combat. You can aim, but it's a plus 20%, and you fire the next round, and you can only get the plus 20 if you didn't get jostled or attacked, right? And then all the guns, I think actually the damage is already taken into account, firing multiple shots. But there are bonuses if you decide to, if your weapon lets you fire like full automatic and stuff, there's bonuses and stuff.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. So yeah, I looked this. It's not really like when you fire, you don't fire one bullet, you actually fire a couple, and the damage is equal to whatever dice damage you roll. Which makes me think reloading is not an issue, so you never have to actually check about reloading as long as you have enough bullets. I think that's about it. Let's see, any skill things.
I take it they don't use the harden and extreme classes in this version. No.
No, everything's just kind of you can crit if you get a double under your
double
under your thing, or you get a 1, but anything over, it's a failure, and you crit fail if you double over.
Yeah.
Right.
So anytime you roll pairs like 66 or 88, it's or 11, it's either a crit fumble or crit success, depending on what your skill level is.
Right, yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the rules. There's only one weird thing about well, we'll get to it for weapons. So some weapons have a kill percent. Basically, when you roll, instead of rolling damage, you roll that, and if you roll that number or below, your target automatically drops. But if you don't get your kill percent, then you add the 2 dice together. So let's say most of these kill percents are 10 or 15%. So if you roll a 25, then it's not 15%. So you didn't automatically drop your target. You didn't kill him, but you add the 2 numbers together, the 5 and the 2, and you do 7 points of damage. So those are the only things. And then you have a foreign language that's not filled out. You can fill it out when as needed, so it's not a big deal. And I think in this scenario, it doesn't matter what language. The languages don't matter. So okay, so that 16 minutes. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Can we type our everyone's names just so I don't forget?
Yeah.
In the corner. Cool.
I'm going with Cornwell. His first name is Philip. He's the FBI guy.
The only one that I found a little weird is the weapons people have weapons. The only one that I thought was weird was the forensics guy has gun skill, but he doesn't have a gun.
Yeah.
But I think it doesn't matter because this is a scenario they give everybody a gun anyway. Later.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm working in official capacity for Delta Green, right? So I kind of I would be armed. So
I do kung fu, so I am a deadly weapon.
So I see only Matt and Sean put in their character names.
How do you put it in?
Just type it in on the chat window and then.
Oh, got it.
So everybody knows who's who. Oh, David.
And if I could have done it looking at these stats, I would have changed his name to McBain.
That's an awesome film, that is.
Yeah, yes, it is. I love that movie.
Okay, so we have everybody here. Maybe I should get everybody's. Well, I can look up everybody's dexes. So, so nobody's a shell then. Nobody's the astrophysicist. Okay. Okie dokie. So what we'll start is everybody's at. So this scenario is set on the East Coast near Chicago. So we'll just assume all the characters are in that area-ish. And then, so we start with each character telling us one at a time. I think we'll just go top down from the chat window, I guess. Tell us what you're doing at 10 a.m. What's your normal day like at 10 a.m.? So we'll start with Kurtz, I guess.
Gets up, has a coffee. He'll do a bit of meditation before drinking his coffee, but he'll do a bit of meditation, do a bit of training in his garage, his martial arts, before sort of setting off to go to his job.
Okay.
What day of the week are we talking about?
This is a work day. Just assume it's a work day.
Yeah.
Next is Sean with McMurdy.
Okay, so McMurdy's usually rolling out of bed, like right at the dot at around 10. He's usually not exactly sure what happens the night before. It's usually a haze of hedonistic partying and drinking. Gets up in the morning and he has a cigarette, reads the paper, and just generally tries to remember what he's supposed to be doing that day before getting his pants on and getting ready for work.
Wow, you guys really go to work really late.
Wow.
Cornwell.
Well, he's probably the only one that's up at the crack of dawn, so he's been productive while everybody else has been in some drug-fueled haze sleeping. He is probably at the local field office of where he's been assigned to, and he's either doing paperwork or he's getting ready to go wherever the FBI is asking him to go, whether that is to interview witnesses or suspects or to create a profile. So he's at work right now.
Okay. How about camera off?
Yeah, same thing. Early riser, since he's anal retentive and non-trusting of others to make good judgment calls, he goes into the hospital early to check up all of the night residents and make sure they made good decisions versus the patients to catch any problems and prepare for the other residents arriving and double check work.
How about Ryan Palmer?
Considering I don't sleep well, I'm probably trying to stay awake. Lots of coffee, lots of cigarettes, caffeine. I'm trying to get my work done, but I'm kind of distracted all the time because I lack of sleep.
Okay,
wherever that work is.
So the clock clicks from 9:59 to 10 a.m. And when the clock ticks to that, everybody has to make a sand check.
Ready?
Right. Wow.
One, I made it.
Okay. If you make it, you lose nothing.
Yay.
I missed it.
If you miss it, you lose die 4.
Wow.
Now I'll describe what happened.
I lose 3.
Okay. So exactly at 10, all of you have these weird nightmares, like a waking nightmare, or the ones that are waking up, maybe it's but the ones that are already awake, you wind up like maybe Komarov or somebody's like doing his rounds or whatever. You wind up screaming out loud.
Okay. Is it just a sense of dread, or do we have a vision or something?
Then suddenly, like, there's no memory of this. If you want to, you can try to remember.
Are any of us next to each other or in the vicinity
No,
of
you
each other?
tell me where you guys are, so you're all like some at work and some at home and stuff
Okay.
like that. And you have this feeling that trying to remember is like a bad idea.
So we don't remember what it was, but we do definitely know something strange just happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just some, like, people may have turned, like, in the hospital, suddenly, like, you screamed out loud, and they, like, look at you, like, what? And then you're like, huh? Like, and you go, like, why are you looking at me? You were just screaming. And you're like, really? But if you want to, you can try to remember.
Sure. So that's an intro.
So who wants? Oh, so Dave, you want to?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
I'm not doing it. It's better to be ignorant sometimes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I want to remember.
you can.
Not me, but
You
I've done
automatically. You can automatically. Do a sand check.
Oh, sand. Okay. Another sand check. Okay, 23. I made it.
Okay, you lose nothing, and you remember some sort of bone-jarring sound, some sort of pulsing thunder sound that shook you down to your molecules. That's what you sort of remember.
Uh-huh.
It's really bizarre.
Okay, is this modern day?
Yeah, this is modern day.
Okay, I'm gonna check my phone and just see if there's anything in the news or.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay.
Anybody else wants to remember anything?
I'll try.
Okay, do a sand check.
44, I succeeded.
Okay. You remember you're screaming into a telephone. Like, you don't know what, but you were like screaming something like you're totally frantic and you're just like screaming something in the telephone, like maybe even like saying your name and other people's names, but you don't quite remember. You're just screaming in the telephone, and that's the last thing you sort of remember.
All right.
I'm
Sounds like a
going
Monday.
to go back into my meditation state to see if I can remember what I saw. As
Okay. Do your sand check.
And I failed.
Okay, so you gain 1% in unnatural,
Woohoo!
and you lose 1 die 4 sand.
Shite. Oh, and I've rolled a 4.
Oh, that's not good. But yeah. So you remember a deep, perfect blackness that resolved into indistinguishable, wreathing shapes in the darkness.
Does that take me back to any certain things that has happened to me in the past? Does it make me think?
Yeah, you haven't seen anything like this. So anyway, at 11 o'clock, an hour later, you all get calls from Delta Green. They want you to go downtown Chicago. They give you an address, and you're supposed to get there at 3 p.m.
All right.
Okay.
And yeah, so you get contacted various ways on your cell phone, on a call, and it's like some sort of code word. And you realize it's a Delta Green calling you.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'll definitely go.
All right. Okay, so then it's 3 p.m. You arrive. It's a building in downtown Chicago. You go into this place, and there's a woman there. Her name's Eve Carpenter. She's your handler. Well, she tells you her name is Eve Carpenter. And she tells you that you're to go to the Olympian Holobeam Array. It's a new high-tech physics lab in the suburbs of Chicago. Today at 10 a.m., the array was put online for the very first time. The history of arrays, technology, and certain other anomalies indicate an incursion of unnatural forces at the Olympian Holobeam Array. You must go to the array, isolate it by shutting it down, its communications from the outside world, including cell phones, and stop the incursion. You will be, they will give you cover identities to be as security personnel. And
Okay.
yeah, they're going to give you a DOE issued sedan, unmarked DOE cargo van. They'll give you a 40 caliber semi-automatic guns. These are all die-10. They give you 3 extra magazines each. They give you licenses and your cover identities. They also give you 2 Geiger counters. You'll be so your cover is Department of Energy inspectors.
So it's 40 caliber what?
It does die 10. semi-automatics.
What if it's already giving me a whole list of other gear?
Yeah, you can take it with you, but you can't just sling it. Like if you have all those guns, maybe you have to put it in a bag and put it in the trunk of the car and get it if you have to. But probably it'll look weird carrying that into.
Well, if we're inspectors, we have to have equipment, don't we?
Yeah.
What's the ammo on the weapon? How much?
It says 3 extra magazines, so
Well, like how many rounds does it hold? Like
yeah, they don't
20,
have it.
30?
I don't think it matters.
It's probably 13.
Oh, it'll matter.
I don't think it matters.
It don't matter.
Holds.
It's more than enough.
All right. Yeah.
It won't make a difference.
And for the doctor, they give you have your medical bag. If not, they have one. Inside it, there's also a medicine for radiation poisoning, which includes potassium iodide, Prussian blue tablets, IV bags, syringes, and other stuff. And they give you one cheap burner cell phone.
All right.
And that's to contact her.
All right.
I'm gonna take a camera, like a SLR camera.
Okay.
Could I take a laptop with me, perhaps, with some kind of internet, with some kind of dongle with it, so I can access the internet?
Okay. So this is 3 p.m. It's a 1-hour drive to the location. So you have, I don't know who's driving.
Is anyone? Let's see.
I've got the base for driving.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can all drive, so somebody could.
I have a 60%, so I can drive.
You drive.
Oh wow.
Okay.
You're the wheelman.
So you're the driver. Everybody else is in this van. It takes an hour to get there. So what you can do on the 30-minute, so you can do things in 30-minute increments. So you can either practice your cover identity, help the driver practice his cover identity. You can go online and do research. Each one of these things takes 30 minutes. So you can do 2 things per person, except for the driver.
Well, who's good at doing research? Would that be under search, or what skill would we use for that?
No, I think it's.
I guess it depends on the kind of research you're making.
Yeah.
So, just general going online and looking for information about this project, what's in the public, what's in the conspiracy theory forums, and all that stuff.
So I think. Some of these just require an int level because this is not under pressure. So if you're int high enough, then you can find stuff.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research on DOE procedures so I can learn all the basic jargon for when we have to bullshit our way in.
Okay. Yeah.
Do a bit of research on the building itself, where it's been.
Okay. What's your int?
Mine is what the percentage or
No, just a score.
17.
Oh, so you're looking up the Olympian holobeam array. This is what you get. You get a map of the grounds. You also get.
So, I'm guessing this is a very large facility, kind of like CERN.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where it's city blocks of real estate where it's got this whole setup or something?
It's out in the boondocks. And oops. Oh, they didn't rotate this.
Let's turn our head sideways.
Yeah, let me. I have to edit it and be muck with it. Oh, how come it looks right here? Ah,
Okay.
you got an org chart.
Hmm.
And there's a background check summary. I don't know if you
Ooh.
Yeah.
can read it. Okay.
It's a little hard to read.
Let me
They
see.
got some of the names, but
Let me. Trying to figure out if I have a copy somewhere. If not, I'll have to drop in the drive.
it's a staff list, right?
Yeah, let me use the link. Okay. Oh, I dropped it in here. Where the hell did it go? Oh, okay. So here's a link. That's a link to the
Background.
personnel. And then where's the chart? This is the org chart. You find the array was built 2 years ago by Olympian Advances. Does anybody have physics?
Like 40% in it.
Oh, you have 20?
I've got 40.
40? Okay. You find that it looks like from the list, it's a skeleton crew. It's a lot fewer staff than what you expect for like an accelerator. The researcher, you also find out that the lead researcher, Jamie Campbell, has a reputation for being a crackpot. But she has an extensive history of doing projects for the Air Force. And she's gotten massive, extraordinary support from private sector underwriters, including this company. So,
You know, these are like all security people except for the one scientist at the top. That's all the staff?
Yep.
yeah.
It's a lot of security for a research project.
Yeah. And what about this corporations providing the security? Can we check deep into them? Breckenridge Corporation?
So that's what you're going to do?
Yeah, I want to find out who they're affiliated with. And that'll be my other half hour. The first half hour is I want to learn about this project. And then
Okay.
the second is I want to try to find out the security.
Might also want to look into why they have so much. Like if they've gotten threats from extremist groups for, defying the will of God or something like that,
And
So from your looking at the project, it's an Air Force research program.
but they're using a private security firm instead of their own
Yeah.
in-house security.
Well, it's like it's kind of like Blackwater or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's like Blackwater. So this is the Full Beam Array is run by a handful of academic researchers from MIT and University of Chicago. It's funded by U.S. Department of Energy Office of Science and has a private consortium of donors, venture capital firms, including Olympian Advances Incorporated. The Array website says it's built to study the theory that space itself is a sort of three-dimensional hologram cast upon a two-dimensional surface. It uses technology. So this is like digging through other stuff, like maybe some Delta Green databases. They believe the research program uses some Air Force research programs defunded years ago. They were considered too dangerous to continue and were terminated. Certain elements were reclassified and privatized and sold to some donors who sponsored the array. So the program, so they're messing with stuff that's been shut down because it was too dangerous.
By going onto their website, is there any chance I can hack into it somehow?
Yeah, you can certainly do that.
Let's see if I can find anything. Hack into their system to see if I can find anything that would chance me.
Yeah, do a computer skill.
I keep seeing Matt's picture, and it's kind of like Uber Nerd.
It's from a film called Kung Fury. It's 27, so I've got to pass.
Yeah, so you go to their website, and it's like they hired a normal company that does the web hosting, so it's not hooked into their internal systems. So this is more like a PR type of website that they've hired somebody to put together. But there are pictures of some people, like people in charge and stuff like that.
Have they got any names for the people, or are they?
Oh no, you have the org chart. So those are the people there at the place, right? So those that are practicing their cover. So I guess that. Are you doing anything else, or are you gonna if you practice your cover, you get a plus 20 on your a bonus to your any test that requires usage of your false ID.
Okay.
Trying to sell it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I guess, and beyond that, and I know they're using some type of Blackwater, security thing.
Yeah.
Can I look into who they're contracting out to for it?
Yeah. Let's see. So you find. Let's see. So for the company, well, there's still the company and not the. But somebody else was doing the company. So the big one, the Olympian company, has ties to U.S. military and U.S. Air Force contractors like Boeing and Lockheed Martin. And then they also, it's a subsidiary of a larger company called March Industries, which mainly deal in computers and flight navigation. Let's see. So you also find that the founder of Olympian is a majority shareholder and founder is a guy called Curtis Schneck.
Mm.
He's a 74-year-old retired U.S. Air Force lieutenant general. And he was one of the highest decorated fighter pilots of Vietnam. And he was there. He had postings between 1980 and 2004. And it's all classified.
Hmm. Not getting a good feeling about this. All right, so that's all. That's all the information I find.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, the security firm is just a private security firm like Blackwater.
Yeah. Yeah. That much security is not good.
Oh, so I remember Matt was looking at trying to hack into their system.
Hmm.
So there's the website, but then you find out that this company facility is on land that's owned by University of Chicago. So you can try to get through maybe from the servers on University of Chicago and try to get into the facility. But you already did your die roll, so you get in the University of Chicago servers, but you find out that this facility is air gapped, meaning that there's no outside line. But that's typical of skiffs. So anything else? If not, we'll do. You guys arrive at 5 p.m. So you come in. There's like this fence that goes all the way around, and there's a security gate. And this is the guy at the gate. He asks for your ID.
Hand it over.
Yeah, he has like a name thing. His name is Henry Gonzalez. He comes out of the gatehouse, checks your ID. Those who want to, you can do alertness while you're here.
That's alertness. What's that rolling? Alertness. I think.
That's
Maybe default.
Yeah, you notice
That's
there's cameras that there's cameras everywhere, and they're looking at all the way around your vehicle too. So he checks your thing, and he actually waves you through,
All right.
and then you go up this. So you notice that around this facility, it's outside. It's all like trees and stuff hiding this place. So you go up, and then when you go to the main building, so there's a parking lot, there's a main building, and to get into the front door of the main building, there's a security hut, another guard hut.
All right. I park near to the as near to the building as we can.
And this is the lady in the guard hut, and she again asks you for your ID, and she checks her papers.
This is pretty typical for a security for this type of facility, or is this a little more secure than what I would expect as a federal employee. Just
You're not sure. Well, if they're really working on for top secret stuff, it may be it seems normal. If it was like a more of a university project, then this would not be normal. So as she checks your ID and everything, she picks up the phone, calls inside. And this lady shows up.
Nichelle Nichols.
That she's Dr. Jamie Campbell.
She's the head of everything, right?
Yeah. She comes out and meets you. Who's gonna... She goes, hi, I'm the director of this facility.
Do we have a face person, or is that me?
Definitely not me.
Maybe somebody who did the research on
Who studied the cover?
But I studied my cover.
Yeah, you get a plus 20%.
There you go.
That'll improve my mediocre odds that I had before.
But you know, that's if you want to push something or other, but you're just showing up. She's saying hello.
Yeah, and he'll go. Yeah, hello. I'm Frank. Me and my boys here got the call to come down and check out your facility.
Well, it was just a small power outage. Is this really necessary to...
I start taking his picture. Then I have the little thing going.
You know how these things go. They're just procedures, right?
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah.
Well,
deviate from them.
the sooner...
They all say that.
Yeah,
Listen.
so she goes, the sooner you guys are done and sign off on this and out of here, the better. Come on in.
I need to go get to breakfast, get to dinner.
Yeah.
So here's the map of the place. I don't know if you can read everything.
Oh, yeah, I can read that.
Okay. So you go by the security. It comes in the main lobby, the main entrance. She talks to you, and then up to you guys.
I'm gonna go. Like I said, I'll check out the workshop area.
Okay, we can go down the workshop. Okay. Anybody going with you?
Yeah, we should buddy system it for sure.
I'll go.
Right?
I'm not out of my element. I'll just take pictures.
Oh, let me just give you a little meta thing. When you talk to people, everybody you question or do in-depth questioning, it's half an hour.
Okay.
So,
So obviously, time matters.
Yes.
no, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. It's arbitrary.
It's arbitrary.
Yeah.
So, two people want to go into the workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll follow him.
Okay. So it's Palmer and who's going?
I'll go.
And
McCarty's going.
Kamarov.
I might pop into the workshop as well. I think my skills might
Oh, so
suit
you're
that location better.
everybody going to the
Yeah,
workshop?
everyone will go to the workshop then. I'm just the one standing there looking around like, wow, science stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the workshop.
Who's got the Geiger counter?
I'm already.
You
I'm,
go whip out the Geiger counters.
I'm already lugging around the medical bag and my wet work bag with me. So
Yeah, I'm better off in the lab, but
I will hand the Geiger counter over to Kurt. So here you can do with that. I don't.
So you go in the workshop. It looks like it's more of a machine shop. There's really nobody in there.
So I might get the Geiger counter out just to go around a few of the crates and stuff, just to see if it picks anything up.
Okay. Yeah. So.
I think Colonel Mustard did it in the laboratory with the Bunsen burner.
So Dr. Campbell's like watching you guys, and she's like, there's like this puzzled look on her face.
Oh, she I didn't realise she was actually with us.
Well, she was, and then she sees you whip out the Geiger counters, and then you're heading to the workshop. She's just watching, right?
Yeah. I'll have Frank go over and lay on the charm, and you know, say, so this whole thing that happened, do you guys have any external sources of power coming in here?
I'm watching her reactions.
Oh. Yeah. We definitely have to pull power from the grid.
All right. Yeah. So, if you don't mind my asking, you know, what type of stuff would you be working on here that could be pulling that much power? I mean, this place is big, but it doesn't really seem that big. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
that's why I think it's nothing to do with our facility. The power surge probably came from outside the facility, and it just affected us.
Be that as it may, I think it would be helpful to talk with some of your staff.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you guys are a little bit lost. Let me call Evan Kozak. He's one of our junior engineers. He'll show you around.
Okay.
Thanks, much appreciated.
So she goes over, calls this guy over. He comes over from the lab area, so down the hallway, and she introduces him.
All right. Okay. So, why don't you take me through what was going on when the anomaly occurred?
He goes, well, we just so she goes to her office, right? And then this guy goes, well, we just turned on the machine, and then there was like some sort of power surge coming from outside, probably, and everything's fine. I mean,
No injuries and no damage to equipment as a result.
well,
You know of?
Okay. I pipe up and say, so
I
what
mean,
is it you guys doing here? What are you guys doing here?
well,
I start taking his picture.
he goes, Ishii, there's something wrong with Ishii, but we think he'll be better.
Wait, what do you mean? What's wrong with Ishii?
Dr. Ishii, he's unconscious.
And this happened when the power outage happened.
Yeah.
Did he do or say anything before? Just
No, he was in the atrium inspecting the lasers. Then we found him unconscious inside. We got him back up. He was conscious, but then he was incoherent, and then he passed out again.
all right. Let me ask this question: had everything gone right, what would you expect to have had be happening?
Oh, be doing science.
Well, I mean, like, what were you expecting? I mean, were you expecting to see something or have some effect occur, or?
Oh, of course. We were recording everything, or like just hoping to discover new things.
What's your hypothesis with this device?
Well,
Why was it
it's
built?
sort of complicated.
So give me the elevator pitch.
We think that you know how. Have you seen the book Flatland?
I look at
Do
him.
I know what that is?
Well, you know, in that book, it talks about how a three-dimensional object going through a two-dimensional plane can change form and shape as it goes through, and you're not able to discern the real shape of reality. Well, we posit that this could be this similar thing where a four-dimensional object going through three-dimensional space could also have something like that. We'd be able to figure out all the complexities of reality.
I just look at him, just blink.
Yeah.
Have you had any success up to this point with these tests towards
This
the
is our first
hypothesis?
time we turned it on.
First time. Okay.
Well, you mentioned that you were recording this, so can we watch or see these recordings?
Yeah, we have tapes and things like that. You just have to. I think we have recordings from the computer side, like data collection, but also if you want to check, I think if you go to the security area, they have cameras and things like that too. But let me do a quick tour of the facility here.
Okay. Where is Dr. Ishii now?
Yeah, don't we have somebody with medical
Let me see where
training?
they put him. I assume
Yeah.
they just dropped him off in the kitchen somewhere. There might be a.
And shoved them in the closet someplace.
I don't think they'll put him on the main entrance. That's sort of weird.
Well, I would like to give him an examination. I am a medical doctor.
Yeah, they probably. Oh wait, the researcher office has a couch. Maybe they've dropped him off there.
Jeez.
A great healthcare system they got here, man.
So who wants to look at Dr. Ishii?
I will if there's a
Okay.
chance he's injured. I want to go check him out first, and that's a priority for me.
And I will go look at the security tape.
Okay.
I'll go through. If you can give me the data, the computer data, I'll put it onto my laptop and just go through that.
I want to ask him. What are you using that uses lasers and drawing so much power?
Not a lot of power. I mean, a lot of these other facilities draw even more, like when they're trying to do fusion and stuff like that.
Again, be that as it may, what type of system are you using that's meant to do this? And what you're talking about sounds really big. So I would think that it would be some type of larger system involved. I wouldn't mind personally myself taking a look at it.
Oh, well, let me take you around, and so we'll do 1% at a time. Let's do Dr. Ishii first.
I'll go with the Dr. Ishii person.
Okay. Dr. Ishii. He's laying on a couch. He's unconscious. Do you have a medicine roll? Right, the doctor has medicine.
Is he by himself?
Yeah,
Is anyone going with me?
there.
No, I meant the guy who's knocked out.
Yeah, that's Dr.
Ishii.
Ishii Takagawa. I think I have a picture.
What I'm saying is nobody's looking after him. He's just out cold.
I know. Yeah, just lay down for a little bit.
They didn't even turn him on his side. He's all like laying there, smothered in his own vomit or something.
I've seen him forever.
So who's the doctor, right? I remember when
I
you
am.
guys a pathologist.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you check him. He's healthy. There's no concussion or neurological damage. He's not asleep. He doesn't have the deep breathing or rapid eye movement of somebody asleep, but he's unconscious.
So
Okay.
are we by ourselves in this office? I mean, did they take off and leave us alone?
Well, this guy's with you, right?
Oh, he's staying with us the whole time.
Well, some of you depend. He can only be in one place, so
Right.
you want to see.
Well, as we look after him, I mean, is he going to take off with other people, or is he going to stick around?
Yeah, he can. He'll show you to Dr. Ishii, and then when you ask about some other thing, he'll take somebody to the other location.
Okay,
So
I'll
he'll
rifle
drop you guys off.
I'll search through the office
Okay. Well,
while the doctor's checking out Ishii.
yeah, I want to try to wake him up, and to the extent of using smelling salts if I can't get him to wake up.
So you do this, and you realize that the smelling salts, he breathes it in, but it doesn't seem to have. It doesn't wake him up.
And otherwise, he's stable. You know, all his vitals are normal. And he's
Everything's
asleep.
normal.
Okay, I want to inspect him, check his body and possessions and stuff, and see what.
Check his eyeballs.
Yeah, if there's anything. Yeah, and we give him a full exam if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah, there's nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Other than he's knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than
Yeah, I'll-
he's unconscious.
All right, then I'll leave him there and go back to my.
Imagine-
I'll keep searching the office.
Okay, so in this office,
Too bad you can't fit an MRI machine in that bag.
let me see in this office. Yeah, I assume this is his office. They just put him in here. Yeah, you search it. It's an office, right?
Yeah, I was just looking for any information that.
There's
my
a
brain.
lot of weird formulas and stuff written on paper
Okay.
you don't understand.
Right. Anything in simple English?
Yeah, you just go through it. So this will take you some time. So that's you guys. Who else? Who
I was
you're gonna go? What were you gonna look at?
I was going to go through the data that was recorded on my laptop.
Yeah, and I was going to go look at the security tape.
So that stuff will be in the lab. So when you go there, just by yourself, anybody else with you?
I don't know if it's the same thing. I'm going to be looking at the video.
Yeah, the video is separate.
Okay.
The video would be like back to security. So in the lab,
By myself then.
this gal's in the lab. She's like hunched over a keyboard monitor, and Evan goes, "Oh, Jai Fang goes, these people are here to check out the system and sign off so we can start it up again." And she's like still on the keyboard. He goes, yeah. So what do you want to do? Computer hacker.
Yeah, I'd just like to go through the recordings of the laser array before it malfunctioned, if I may.
Oh, there's a lot of data.
Oh, that's fine. You just give me what you've got, and you leave the rest to me.
Oh well, there's so much data. I mean, but and she's still typing away. He goes, "Oh wait, well, what do you want to know?"
Is she still typing as she's talking?
Yeah.
Is it as if she's trying to storm it so she can hide something?
No, it looks like she's doing work.
Right. I would just like access to the to all the data.
Oh, there's a lot of data. Here, I'll show you something. And she brings up on the screen audio representation of all the signals and stuff that they got. Because she says that there's so much data, we convert it into audio, and then you hear this eerie atonal whistles that go different frequencies and low pulses, and some of it even goes below your hearing level. And then you see there's graph patterns of all this data, like on oscilloscope and stuff. You need to make a sound check.
Yeah. Oh, it's spot on.
Okay, you only lose 1 point. There's something connected between this data and the sound. You're not sure what it is. There's like you just have this really spooky feeling.
I ask, were you present when the malfunction happened?
Yeah. I'm trying to get everything ready for a second run.
What did you experience yourself? Was there anything bizarre about it, or?
Well, we had a power surge, so we're definitely concerned that it might have affected D.
And what of your colleague that got hurt?
Oh, someone
Did
got
you-
hurt.
Um, apparently, yeah. Some of my colleagues have gone to they've gone to see him now.
Oh, who got hurt?
I forget the guy's name again.
So it was Ichi.
That was it, Ichi. Ichi. I think you obviously know of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the work must go on.
Jeez.
You look at these like lines. This is interesting. I think we're going to be on to something. Once we get this back on, we're going to find some really interesting things.
Such as.
Well, look at these readings. And of course, we're still pulling data right now. I think like there's like these interesting signatures that are still here. It's pretty fascinating now that even that we're still not running the system again. It's just sort of odd that there's still some data coming in.
Could I use my...
It's as if there were maybe some unexpected energy sources somehow. Maybe we need to isolate the sensors, or maybe some of the sensors are damaged when the power went out. We need to look at that.
use my science to see if I can gauge any of this information myself, that I might know what it's trying to say or mean. So I've got a 40% in sort of physics.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled 40, bang on.
So, what she's saying is plausible. I mean, this is like way over your head, right? All this stuff going on.
Have you got anyone to fix these sensors that you... I take it you said that the surge has actually damaged some of your equipment.
Well, I think it is, but the engineers. Oh, that's Dr. Tagawa. He's hurt, but Kozak, who was here, he's the other engineer. He needs to go and check on the stuff. I'm just here in the IT department.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Jesus.
He laughs. Okay, so this will take time. Who went? Somebody wanted to go to the guard shack.
I was going to take a look at the security video. I want to see what was happening with Dr. Ichi and see if he was exhibiting any weird, obvious symptoms before he passed out, and also just generally take a look at what was going on right before the power outage.
So he was at the atrium, which is... Oh, so the equipment, like all the equipment stuff, is over in a different building.
Okay, do we have access to that here, or do we have to go someplace else?
Yeah, so you're in the main building where the personnel and stuff is.
Yeah. So was the switch thrown here in the main building, or was it...
Yeah, so they pull the power here in the main building and everything. They run everything here. It's all automated.
All right, so I want to see what Ichi was doing and up into the blackout, or a little power surge.
Okay, so you can go to the... Okay, so for the video, you have to go back to the security hut. That's like way back out to the up the road.
All right. They don't have anything here, huh? No.
No.
Wow. All right.
Oh no, I guess they have it in the guard hut too. Sorry. That
That's
makes
right.
sense. So the guard hut. So just go back out and talk to the female guard.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hey, I really need to take a look at your footage right before and after the event.
Oh. So she tells you they record everything 72 hours.
Woohoo!
So so when do you want to look at? Just when they turn it on?
I'll go about maybe 10 minutes before
Okay. So you look at the clock, it ticks over.
and watch it, and then watch, about 10 minutes after. And
Yeah,
see
so when
what's-
it hits 10 o'clock, it goes to static for a few seconds.
Then there's no sound, of course, or is
Yeah.
there?
There's no sound.
All right. And then when it comes back, Ichi is on the floor.
No, this is, yeah. So Ichi's just on the floor.
So he's normal, nothing weird. He's not like, getting down on all fours or anything, or acting.
Yeah, he was like looking at the equipment and then suddenly he's like on the floor.
Was there anybody else exhibiting symptoms immediately after, or is it just him? Like,
Well, nobody was in there. You just see it was him in the atrium, and then he just apparently collapsed because it was up, and then he's down. There's static at 10, and then he's down on the ground, and then maybe he's just there for a while, and then finally Kozak and probably Black go in. They see him there, and then they pull him up, and then he seems to recover a little, and then he collapses again, and then they drag him out of there.
okay. So nobody else had any symptoms.
Yeah, and I couldn't wake him up. I tried smelling salts, no response, which is abnormal.
No kind of residue or any signs of like anything left behind when he collapsed. Like he didn't leave a burn mark or didn't leave any, any obvious
Oh, so the cameras went black at 3:28 when the power surge hit.
Mhm.
But what's funny is, even though it went black, you see the same static for a few seconds, and then it goes completely black. And then at 3:50, the power comes back, and you see they had moved Dr. Tawagawa to a sofa in the engineer's office. That's great.
So wait, he passed out in one spot, and then when the power came,
Yeah, because these two guys pulled him over, found him in the
Okay.
atrium, and then took him over.
so there was nobody else in the atrium. Nobody else.
Yeah, nobody saw when he went down.
Okay, so that's weird.
Yeah.
All right. I asked the security guard, "Hey, is there a way to get a copy of this?"
Well, she goes, we upload this to the Blackwater people at the end of each day, so we still have this here, but it's a lot of video.
Well, you know the timestamp of when the thing turned on, right? Can we just look at that?
Yeah, I'll just take that like 20-minute clip if I can,
Okay.
and put in a little thumb drive or whatever they need.
Because it might be handy to be able to pause the video and be able to analyze the moment of it and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right, then I'll go back to the group once I've gotten all
Okay.
that.
So that's 3 of you guys? What are the other people doing? Or 4 of you? Was there anybody else that didn't do anything?
I was going to go look at the laser array and rig.
Oh, okay.
What they were using to run this whole thing, 'cause I'm suspicious about that.
So the atrium is a concrete building, 4 meters wide, 20 meters long, 3 meters high. Has a laser array.
All right.
You open it up and it's full of it looks like CERN, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is this all happening simultaneously, or what is the what are our options to deal with?
This is while you're checking the other guy. So
Oh, okay.
this is the first half hour.
Okay.
So you see a bunch of ultraviolet xenon lasers.
Okay. Yeah. Does anything in the array look off? Like if something is out of place in it?
You can't tell, and then a lot of stuff is in. So Kozak's with you, right? So you take a lot of the stuff is encased,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes, "Yeah, that you don't have clearance for, sir."
And I'll say, well, if it's part of what happened, I think that it might be worth taking a look at.
No, you don't have the clearance for that, sir.
Why not? What's in there?
That's top secret, sir.
Okay. All right. So, is it just the one guy that's in charge of this area?
Oh, it's Dr. Tagawa is the guy in charge of machinery, and I help him. I help him all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
What?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Could I check and see if he's being honest about that?
Okay. Do your I think it's human int.
Okay. Oh wow, I got it. Yes, I succeed.
He is honest, but it's story where you realize when he's walking with you and stuff, he makes these weird humming noises. Like it's just bizarre. It's like not like a show tune or anything. Sometimes tonal and a little weird, and it's like it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't sound like a catchy tune or anything.
Does it sound like the nightmare I had this morning?
What was your nightmare? Roll a sand check.
Okay. I succeeded.
Oh, you lose one. You lose one because you go like, that is sort of familiar, sort of odd. It's a little creepy.
Yeah.
So you sort of like now it sort of rings a bell. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard this from somewhere.
Yeah, and I'll be like, and I'll kind of ask him, oh, that tune, what's that from? It sounds sort of familiar.
What tune?
You're kind of humming something every now and then. You not notice it?
No.
I mean, well, maybe you don't. I mean, some people say I pause in weird places and sentences. I mean, I don't hear it personally, but it's something to consider. What type of system do you have running this whole thing? I don't think it's just the one guy or using some sort of computer system to handle all of this.
Oh, yeah. D runs this whole thing.
D, what's D?
It's our supercomputer.
It's interesting. What sort of functions does D handle other than the basic experiments? Is
She records everything, and we run these lasers to figure out there's jitters in space time, and she records all the info and everything. She because it's very precise to fire these lasers at the right time.
All right. Does like I said, is D learning computer? This have any external connections outside of this place?
Oh no, it's totally dedicated to this. It's really cool. They have like a voice command interface on it. It's really neat. It's like Star Trek.
Hmm.
Is this actually going on at the moment in the lab? Where
No, this is over at the atrium.
Ah, right, okay.
All right. So D controls most of the stuff that goes on in this facility then.
Oh no, just the experiments.
And
Need all that brain power, you know.
and who developed D?
No, I could get killed telling you this. And, I'm not supposed to tell you, you know.
Yeah, but
Winks at
yeah, and I could say, yeah, well, I mean, anything I can rule out for this place being responsible for any of the anomaly that went on, I mean, the quicker I can get out of here.
What anomaly?
Oh, it's just routine checkup stuff. I mean, if anything is weird, we have to cover all our bases with it. I mean, we have people over at Con Ed checking out over there to see if there's any weird power surges going on in the area. And, you know, the sooner we can rule everything out, the sooner, you know, everyone can just get on with everything.
You persuade, but you get your plus 20 for practicing your fake ID.
I succeeded.
It goes, well, the story is they got some top secret Air Force technology.
You don't say.
Rumors, but this is unsubstantiated UFO stuff from area, you know, that area place 51.
Yeah, I've heard stories. It's very interesting. And I mean, if something like that was true, it could explain why the thing's so damn smart.
Oh no, that's not the computer's just a computer. I'm talking about all the stuff in the box that I can't open up and show you.
I see. Oh, I know it's kept under lock and key. Then I won't push you too much on that one anymore. But does anyone actually go in there and deal with that stuff?
Oh yeah, I do. And Ishii, Dr. Takagawa, we're the engineers.
And have you guys noticed anything strange going on from prolonged exposure to the area or anything?
No. Is that why you're carrying those Geiger counters?
Oh yeah, it's standard procedures to check and make sure there's not anything getting irradiated or any leaks or anything. I mean,
yeah. So you look at your Geiger counter; it's just regular background radiation.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this stuff is safe. You know, it wasn't safe. I would be here. I want children if I get married.
Seems like a pretty big if. Let's see. And when Dr. Yamada collapsed, was he doing anything? Was he having any certain function that he was doing?
He was just here making sure I was running.
And this is the first time you've ran this?
Yes. That's why he was concerned. He wanted to make sure everything be okay.
Oh, it seems to me like something might be going on. I mean, he's not exactly in great shape right now.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, but nothing like this has happened before. No one collapsed.
We turned on the machine.
It seems to me like there might be, like I said, there might be something that needs to be tightened up or tuned a little bit better.
Yeah.
And what do you? I heard a little bit about the experimentation of what you're trying to look for here, but what were you? What's your interest in this? What's personally driving you towards this?
Oh, it's cutting edge technology.
That's true, but even if we were to try to perceive the fourth dimensional sophisticated doowacky that you're talking about here, couldn't that be dangerous?
No. Oh, you heard about those crazy things where people making little black holes and then afraid that it'll destroy the whole universe? That's just poppycock. I mean, like a black hole, if you create one, it would just evaporate in a fraction of a second. I mean, these people are just like saying all these stupid things, trying to shut us down.
Oh, well, you do have
so this is like a compact particle accelerator. It's to cause quantum reactions that fold and spindle space-time itself, and then keying the beam to patterns of data to detect is what we need to do to look into those other dimensions, because they talk about those other 7 dimensions that are around.
Well, crazy thought here. What if we're looking in and something in one of the dimensions decides to look back?
That doesn't make any sense. If we do this, we can create instantaneous communication and maybe even movement, like teleportation.
Yeah, but again, wouldn't that mean we'd have to go through those other 7 dimensions to get to?
But it would be amazing. It'd be like Star Trek. We can beam people up.
Yeah, well, I heard a guy tell me something once about Star Trek, that what shows up on the other side isn't actually the same thing that went through it. The thing that goes through dies, and then it's cloned and then appears on the other side. It seems a little scary to me personally,
Well, if it's identical, you wouldn't be able to tell. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, are you religious? You believe like it won't replicate your soul or something like that?
I don't tend to let religion get tangled up in science, tends to hinder it too much for my personal taste, but I could see where the concern for that will come out. Have you gotten any death threats or anything else from many, crazy people who, might want to do something to you people here?
No.
Just trying to figure out what could have caused something like this.
So this is the end of the first half hour. So it's like 5:30. So what do you guys want to? So do you still want to question these people more or look at other things? There's other people here too. So.
I don't know how much more information I'm going to get out of this guy, and I don't really trust and or like him very much right now.
So, Kurtz.
I mean, have we gone into the lab yet? We haven't gone into the lab yet, have we?
Yeah, you haven't gone to the lab. Kurtz is still talking with Jingfeng Sang, I think.
Because aren't we in the lab? I mean, this.
Yeah, so you're in. Oh, yeah, you are in the lab. Yeah. You're in the lab.
Can you put the map of the facility back up?
Oh. Let me hide these people.
Have we seen any of the security people inside wandering around as we've been moving about?
So apparently there's only those 2. The other 2 guards are the other shift, so they're not here. And the janitor's not here either.
I take it the laser is underground.
No, laser's in the atrium.
Right.
And does the security office have a separate feed of cameras, or is it the same stuff that you already?
Yeah, it's the outside hut and the security hut have the same data from the building and the other parts of the facility.
Well, maybe someone who has physics or understands, like, the hard science can go and maybe search the researcher's office or the other office, and then maybe we can learn something from some documents while we keep the people busy.
So I guess you all get back together at the kitchen or something, and then.
Yeah, and just compare notes of what we found.
Yeah.
Well, the computer data seems to be making a really weird noise. Like it's like a weird sound it's been making. Did I recognize that noise myself, that sound myself?
Do a sand check.
Is there? We have someone. One of the characters is a computer programmer, right?
Yeah, that's
I felt,
you failed.
yeah.
But you lose a die for sand.
2.
Gain another point of unnatural. Yeah, you're thinking about that sound that she played, and when you had that screaming fit, you swore you heard something like that on the edge of your subconscious or conscious mind. So that thing you made you scream at 10 in the morning sounded somewhere in the background of that was something similar to what she was playing on the computer.
Yeah, I had this weird thing happen this morning, and this noise that I've heard on this computer in there was very much like it. I can't describe it. You can call me crazy. I was just at home sort of meditating, and the next thing I knew, I had a screaming fit, and I don't know why, but since I heard that noise on the computer, it's just brought everything back to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna basically tell them that that I had a similar dream, and I'm like, and this guy was showing us around the lab. He kept humming something, and it sounded exactly like what I was hearing in my dream. So I definitely think something's going on here. And get closer, everybody. And apparently, there's some stuff that's behind. It's under some lock and key here that might be what they call an alien technology.
Wow.
Is anyone here good with locks?
It's a computer lock, maybe.
Yeah, because I think lockpicking this one's a special skill. No, I do not have that.
Yeah, if it's
I got it. I have a 60 in it.
Oh, there we go.
We have to get you access to it, and we needed to get our hacker on the computer.
Yeah, well, yeah, we need to get him talking to that supercomputer that they have controlling this place, because I'm sure that there's something to be gained from that.
and I've heard it's sort of voice activated. Did somebody mention that?
Yeah, it's everything's done by voice with it, and and apparently it doesn't have any outside access to the facility.
Supposedly.
Better than Siri, anyway.
Yeah, well, the only thing that I would be mildly concerned about with this is that if it's having to do something as complex as the arrays of the lasers that it's dealing with here, it has to be a learning program. So it's probably very smart and adaptive, and that's a problem. So we need to figure out how much it has to do with what's going on. And I also imagine that the lady running this place, everyone seems really eager to get this thing started back up as soon as they possibly can. And that seems a little off.
And they're not too helpful or concerned about their comrades.
No, this is like the worst workplace. This is the most Machiavellian workplace I've ever seen.
I mean, you know what these science types are like, though. Once they get their head into something, they just that's all. That's just their main focus, and that's all they want to do
Yeah.
until they've
Yeah.
got it done.
Yeah, but they say, buddy, I work with guys that kill people for a living, and they aren't this cutthroat when it comes to the business.
So how do you want to break out into groups again? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, I'll see if I can hack into the mainframe somehow.
Okay, talk to Zhang Fei again. Anybody else with you, or just you?
If anyone wants to come with me, and if they've got any questions they might want to ask or
Yeah, we
delve
gotta,
into the computer.
Okay, so you're gonna do that. How about what else?
we're gonna have to get we have to get access to that thing behind the locked
You're gonna
door.
go back to the lock thing. Okay, so who's
Yeah, I will go try to open that locked door.
okay?
I just need somebody to do a distraction.
Yeah, I'll distract the.
Okay, so you with Dave, and then how about the other? There's somebody that's not doing something like.
I'm not. So where would I be best utilized if there's? I mean, science-wise, I'm not great with the hard science. So I'm more biology and medical.
And then what is Palmer doing anything?
No, not right now. So yeah, I can.
So there's two of you guys.
Yeah, the scientist and the med guy. I mean,
There are other people in the facility, so
Yeah. Might be
Okay.
worth to go talk to some of them.
yeah, I'll try to wrangle somebody who's walking by or in an office.
yeah, like their
I guess-
research office, right? You haven't gone to
Yeah, I'm
the.
gonna go to the research office and try to rummage around an office to see if I can
So
find.
let's do the research office because Saul hasn't done much yet. So, so in the research office, there's one guy there.
Okay, as soon as I walk in, I take his picture before I say anything.
This guy's there.
Okay, and your name is I say
I'm
abruptly.
Philip Black. Dr. Philip Black.
Dr. Philip Black, and I put it in my notebook. And he goes, so what's your story? What's going on here?
What do you do in the lab?
I'm one of the engineers here.
What can you tell me about this industrial accident that caused the unconsciousness of a fellow coworker?
I think that was like a power surge from outside, a bad transformer or something.
And that made him pass out? Come on, what's going on?
You start slapping him around.
Pretty close, pretty soon.
I don't know. I just like
Hold on, you're a researcher? You don't know? I take his picture again.
well, you know, when
Yes? When?
Kozak said he saw Tagawa
Yes.
on the ground, I went and helped and got him back up.
Do people normally pass out in this lab?
Oh no.
And he can't be woken up, so you need to give me more information than that.
Oh,
Medical
I
officer.
don't know. I'm not a
Looking at some serious health and safety violations here. You're talking about massive power drain and strain on the grid that caused the surge and injury. I think you need to start letting us know if there is anything amiss before this investigation.
Yeah, we
takes
might
a
have to
turn.
shut down this facility as soon as possible if we don't start getting our answers quickly.
What are both your human int scores?
Let's see, human int.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
I have a
Like
30%.
persuade. Human int is 10. I have
Okay.
bureaucracy and I have persuade.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, he's at a loss.
They're so helpful here, these people. Huh?
So that's your answer. You're just gonna sit there and look blankly at us.
Well, I have no answers for your questions.
You have no concern for your fellow coworker, and you're just gonna go on and keep flipping this switch on until everybody passes out?
That was just a transformer or something.
Okay, explain to me why your coworker has been passed out.
I don't know.
That's not a good answer.
Well, do you know? See,
My-
you don't know either.
The medical doctor that we brought in is examining him and is giving his conclusions in a few minutes. But if you don't give us straight answers, I'm gonna have to tell my superiors to come in and shut this place down. Is that what you want?
I guess.
I'm gonna start looking around the office. I'm gonna start going through it. Just
Okay.
because the passive, I'm just gonna start searching it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, it looks like we have a major industrial accident with no known source, so we're gonna have to get in contact with people that will secure this area facility.
I think it's a search, right? Do you have search?
I do have search. Yeah. I do have search. 08.
Oh, hey, you notice some post-it notes. Oh, I know you can read it. Or not.
Yeah.
Are they a handout?
Yeah. Can you read those?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it's like stuff stuck on this guy's desk.
What's this? I can't read the last one that's underneath the
I think
picture.
it says patterns. Well,
Awareness is the
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah, awareness, and then the red. The bottom's redacted.
yeah, awareness, and then blacked out something.
Redacted.
Okay. So that's if I turn it over and I use a pencil to like lightly shade.
Do a rubbing.
Can I pick up where the pen was?
Yeah, the thing is, I have no idea what's underneath there, so
Oh,
there's
you don't know. Okay. It says remember to buy coffee. Okay. So, D is the name of the computer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, D is the name of the computer.
Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll take this post-it.
Goes, hey, what are you
Is this-
doing?
Is this your handwriting, sir?
Yeah, that's my notes.
Oh, then explain to me what is going on here. Who's this D person?
It's a computer.
Okay, I was told that computer had no access to the outside world. Is that true?
Yeah, it's our supercomputer.
Okay, we're not going to see the supercomputer right away.
So,
Come on, let's go. I don't got time to dawdle.
no. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that.
Come, let's go. We gotta go.
No.
Tell me no again. I'll slap you silly next time you tell me no.
So he's like backing away from both of you guys.
What is wrong with you?
He looks like there's this look of terror on his face.
All right.
Okay,
Well, let's leave him here to his thoughts.
notes.
And let's. I think we need to get our friend, our good hacker friend, and introduce him to D.
Oh, you notice in the research area there is two desks, right? This guy's at one desk. The other desk is nobody's there.
I mean,
Yeah,
when
go
I look
through
through it,
that.
is there any notes
Yeah.
from anyone or any
The
signatures?
name
that tell me
plaque or
who it is?
anything?
No, that one, there's like probably a name thing there. It's it's the Helen Klinger, right?
Uh-huh.
Is the other person that should be there.
Okay. All right. I think we need to talk to the other guys. This is gonna get kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you guys are doing. Let's go to the atrium, right? You guys try to break in on the atrium.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you go there, you see the stuff there. Yeah, where's the atrium? Yeah, so you look, basically they've encased like the sensitive stuff with sheet metal, and then it's screwed down, and then there are locks on it.
All right, get those locks open.
All right, Lux.
Come on.
Crap.
Oh.
No, I dropped it. I made it.
Okay.
I dropped one of my dice. I had to grab
You're
another
able-
D10.
So it takes a while because there's they put screws right all the way around. So this will take time for you to unscrew all this stuff. So this will take time, and then you eventually get in there. And
Actually, I rolled a 33, so that was a critical.
no, there. Oh, you roll a 33. Yeah, still you unlocked it, but it takes time because you have to unscrew all the things and open it up.
All right.
And you have science or
Do I have science?
or who, you two guys there.
I have no science.
Uh,
I'm not a science guy.
no, not unless that brief study over of my cover identity allowed me. to
Yeah,
have
but you look in there. There's a lot of equipment in there. Yeah, no weird blobs, no strange lights. It's equipment.
Equipment, huh?
Yeah.
We need somebody who knows something about this stuff to figure out what this is.
We need the geeky guy, the guy that has the glasses and the
Yeah.
laptop and all that. You know.
But yeah, it took you a while to get in there. So then we'll go back to Matt with D. So you talk to Yang and you ask her about D, or
Yeah, I'll just say, how long has D been operational?
oh, let me tell you about D. She's like one of a kind.
Ruh-roh.
She's custom built. It was using data processing breakthroughs through DARPA, and it built to present data from our experiments. And only certain personnel are allowed to access her directly. But over there's a cabinet there where all our processes are. So you talk to her. So it needs you have to do a computer science roll to keep her talking, otherwise she shuts up.
I've got 80% in computers, so
Oh, I think you don't need to roll it. You just need to have over 30% to
right.
be interested. Otherwise, when she sees that your eyes sort of roll over into your skull, she shuts up. But since it looks like you know what she's talking about, she's not talking about boosting its speed and power. Telling you there's a crystal matrix quantum supercomputer in there, and there's all this incredible technology in there. And it's not just processing data. It's not like an expert system. It has fuzzy logic in there. It actually thinks. It updates and rewrites its own microcode, and it improves its precision and sensitivity based on the data it gets back. And like Skynet and War Games, if any computer's gonna do that, D would be that computer. If he's like smiling.
Yes.
God.
So, who actually designed this computer?
No.
Can we play a game?
I just work on it. This is so amazing.
So, who actually designed it, though?
It came out of DARPA somewhere. I don't know. I mean, it's all classified and all that.
And they came down to install it, I take it. So,
Yeah. It's the cabinet's right over there. And if you look on the map, I think it says D. So there's,
Yeah, it does.
look at it.
I'm kind of getting.
It's the one cabinet. It's a single rack, which is incredible.
Would it be possible for me to access it and have a look?
Goes, well, oh, they didn't draw this right. So, so they said that there's a whole bunch of racks. In the middle of the racks is like this black metal obelisk that's 600 centimeters tall, 15 centimeters round, and there's cables coming out of it.
Does it look like a computer? Being as you said, it's an obelisk.
You look at it and you have to do a sand check.
Pass.
Okay, you don't lose anything. You're looking at like, you know that movie Aliens, where like there's just like this weird goofy stuff that makes it look more organic. It looks sort of like a weird black obelisk with some organic materials on it.
Alright. I reach out and I'm going to just put my finger on it to see if I can ascertain that it is actually moisture or slime or what have you.
It's like
Out of curiosity.
like a hard surface, so but it's shaped weird. Like you would think it would just be a box or a cube or something, right? It's sort of
Good for a USB port.
it's like a crystalline sort of. You tap on it, it's like either some porcelain or something. You're not sure.
I'll turn around for a second. Don't you think this computer looks odd?
Well, it's state of the art. Like when the next computer came out, everybody thought it looked odd. And the Mac.
Yeah, but it didn't look like a booger.
Yeah, I was going to say, but this does not look like a computer.
Well, I think they're trying to go for like this Oracle obelisk thing, like out of 2001.
But it just does not look. Yeah, why would they design it like that? Where's the science behind designing a computer that shape and in that style?
I think it's, like some people look at cars and, when the first like Prius came out, people thought it looked really strange, but now all the cars are curved. You don't expect everything to be a box.
Can D hear me right there?
Oh, well, no, I have the microphone system over here if you want to use the voice interface.
I wouldn't mind if it's at all possible.
Oh, here's the microphone. Either you can type in, like ask D is like the thing, or you can just say, D, tell me something into the microphone.
Be like Siri.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll turn the microphone on and say, D, hello, how are you?
Hello, my name is D. How can I help?
What is your function?
I run the Hollow Ray, whatever this thing is. The Hollow Beam Array. And I collect data.
What happened on the test when you ran it on the laser last?
The test was run at 10 o'clock. Exactly.
And can you give me any information of what happened?
And there appeared to be a power surge of some sort.
Do you know where from?
That is under investigation right now. I would need more data to give you an answer.
Who made you?
Oh, it's that company.
DARPA.
Yeah, but it's that Olympian Advances. I'm a product of Olympian Advances.
What?
And she lists off some patent pending numbers.
For a second there, I thought she was going to start playing AC/DC. Who made you?
When When are you next scheduled to test? Just do you know?
Yeah, I'm looking at this. System is currently in standby mode. We're waiting for the system to be recertified to be started up.
Do you have any access to the outside world?
D is a self-contained unit.
Can D hug me a tune?
Yeah, so D plays you some of that sound stuff that you heard before.
What does that mean?
Those are the phantom pulses that we noticed when we ran the test.
Where did they come from?
That is not known, as we are continuing to receive pulses even though the system is offline.
Really? So they're actually still, it's still happening even though. Why did one of the members of the crew here get hurt? And how?
Insufficient data.
Have you ever harmed anyone?
I am a computer.
I've just got like, is it Al from the film when they're on the space station?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking at the moment.
So this will take you a while. So it took you half an hour to talk to what's her face, another half hour. So that, but the other people have another half hour time to do something. So
All right, so
what do you want to do?
we unlocked the panels, and what are we looking at now?
Yeah, you see a whole bunch of equipment, and you don't know what you're looking at.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can I give a call to Kurtz on his cell phone and say, hey,
You could.
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah, I'll give him a call and
Kurtz is yeah, you're talking to D, and then you're well, or you're talking to Jiang Fei, and then your phone rings. But so we can jigger the time a little because it took a while to talk to her and the computer. And then you guys want him to come over, or he said he's too busy and he'll get to you after he's done.
Yeah, we'll say it's urgent.
yeah, it's like this is important. You need to stop what you're doing and come over here. We need your brain.
Right. I'll pick up my laptop and thank you, Dee. It was nice speaking with you. I'll chat with you again later.
Yeah, so I would have to say this is that had to be an hour later, right? So
Yeah.
The world's gonna end. Oh my god, we didn't do it right. Blam.
what are the other two guys doing? The ones that were looking at the tape or something? Oh no, you were talking to the research guy.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
I think this leads to the computer, so we want to go find a computer scientist.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only one there is that gal.
No, I mean our computer scientist.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
both
our
you
guy.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's in the lab. So you find him deep in. You probably find him talking to the computer.
Okay. I'm going to slide the notes I found over in front of him and not say anything audibly, but so he can see the notes. And then I'm going to look around the lab. Because I can't hear the conversation, right? It's not verbal, like it's not over speaker.
Oh no, it is over but
Oh, it
not
is.
a loudspeaker, but a small speakers like near where the microphone is. So if you do a listen or alertness, probably alertness, you might overhear.
Okay, I'm definitely going to listen for a bit, try to size up the computer.
Yeah. So if you just listen in, you can listen. You hear him talking.
Okay.
I'll do the same
Yeah,
thing.
I'll show him the notes, and then I want to start looking around the lab.
Are these
And I want to
supposed
follow specifically with the cables. Like, where do the cables that the computer is plugged into lead? Are they plugged in any specific components?
Yeah, so this one has cables that go like into the concrete, and it's pretty clear it's probably going over to control the array, right? Matt, what was your character's computer skill?
80?
So, you're thinking about what Sang talked about the computer and everything. It's really weird what she's saying. It sort of makes sense, but the more she talked, the more like nonsense it sounded like.
I've actually got 60% in microelectronics. Could I have a look at this computer again and see if I could use my skill?
Yeah, you can get inside. It's like a sealed thing, right? The monolith thing is sealed.
What did the post-it notes actually say again? I can't remember.
Oh, let's see if I have it.
It makes a reference to like the musical pattern, and then the D patterns and awareness.
Okay. Would any of my science roles determine anything off that?
Not really. You want to go look at these guys that opened up the box?
Yeah.
What box?
The atrium?
That's where the actual equipment is.
Yeah.
I mean, do I see anything of interest in the lab? A cursory glance? Is it just,
It's like a computer lab, really.
okay. I mean, is it worthwhile to try to hack into the OS of the computer and just take a look at what's going on under the hood, as opposed to just interfacing with it on its terms?
I mean, I did say that earlier that I was going to try and hack. But
Yeah, from the outside, right? So you haven't tried from the inside.
Would we have time to do that though?
You don't know. Right now you're here. These other guys called you and said they had an urgent thing that you want you to look at, but
Well, I'll go and check out the box because I don't want to leave them hanging on for too long, and then I'll go back to the computer lab to see if I can hack into it.
Okay.
Unnoticed, of course.
okay. So you go back out to the atrium. Is everybody going there or just you?
I will basically tell Chris where I'm going. I say, Yeah, I've had a phone call off them. They want me to go and check something out, so I'll be 5. Do you fancy coming?
I'll go check it out.
Okay, so Saul, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the atrium too.
Okay, so you all go to the atrium.
Might as well. I'm feeling a little bit unnerved by that guy's reaction.
Okay, so you head to the atrium, and then actually, person in charge, Jamie Campbell, right? She sees you all heading that way, so she's like going out there too.
Oh.
So she's following you guys there. Are you going to do anything?
No, she doesn't interfere.
If she sees what's going on, she probably will.
Tripper.
If someone could keep her talking.
Yeah.
I've got a charmer with us.
So she goes up to one of you guys, and she goes, "So are we clear?
No.
What's going on here? You look like you're all heading towards the atrium."
It's classified.
I know it's classified.
No, I mean it's classified for you. I'm not. We're still in the dark about certain things, and until we get to the bottom of this, we can't let you start up again. So, unfortunately, no. We're putting you on hold for right now until we get more information.
Okay. So she's still following you guys to the other place.
But is she on her way to her office or something? Or
No,
what?
she's following you guys out of the building to the atrium building.
I said, anyone have a distraction in mind to get her away from that?
I
'Cause-
could do some.
Shoot her in the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna tell her I'd like to give her a routine checkup, and I'm just gonna like take her pulse and stuff, and then I'm just gonna. And then,
Get your hands off me!
this is a routine check. There's been possible radiation leak. We need to look and check every aspect. You have an unconscious member.
Okay, so that's fine. That will actually stop her outside as she's arguing with you.
Yeah,
Then,
good.
Stop resisting.
yes, that's a yeah. She's has some choice words for you, but definitely stops her outside.
Okay.
We'll pick up the pace a bit just to get away really quickly.
Yeah.
So anybody with like 30% in science or
I've got 30% in. I've got 60% in science mathematics.
There you go.
I think that'll probably good.
Yeah, that works.
14 chemistry, 14 physics.
So
Thank
so
you.
you know you have only maybe 10, 15 minutes before Jamie Campbell comes in, right? Because you know the other guy can't stall her that long. But you may have time to look at it and then put the lid back on and put in a couple of the screws.
Mhm.
You look at it, there's a lot of lasers and stuff with focused magnetic fields to isolate things from interference from even outside, like outside of the like floating magnetic stuff. And you realize that this is pretty amazing stuff they have here for what they're doing. What was your skill at 60? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at it. Yeah, it's like pretty extreme high-tech stuff in here.
Does any of it look like the weird computer? Is there anything about it that looks its man?
No, it looks different. This looks like real sciencey stuff. No weird tech. Oh, also, I think it's do a alertness roll.
I've already got dice. Oh, 6. Bloody hell.
Oh, so you're like looking around, then you notice there's like a power panel over the side. It looks like somebody had like there's a box there, like with some burned out fuses and stuff, and maybe somebody had replaced some burnt out fuses.
No.
Which confirms the idea that there was a power surge.
Right. Is there anywhere to plug a USB into here, or like
No, there's
a
a
data cable? No.
If there's a USB area, it would be back in the computer lab.
Right. And the surrounding area where this machine is there any damage anywhere, or apart from that fuse box?
Yeah, it's just the fuse box. It looks like.
No.
And then finally, Jamie Campbell comes in, but I assume you guys lock it up,
Yeah.
hide
Yeah.
everything. And then she sees you all here, and she's like looking at this stuff. She goes, well,
Everything seems to be in order.
and then at 6:46, you all have to make a POW times 5 check.
Pow times 5.
So it's just your. It's just a POW check, right?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a POW check.
Yeah.
So
I failed
made
my
it.
step.
I succeeded.
I failed.
so
No.
I'll try. Nope, I failed. Easily.
So if you succeed, you feel a instinctive awareness, something pressing against a fabric reality.
Okay. If you did it.
And then you also so if you succeed, roll 1 die 4.
Okay. 2.
This doesn't make sense. Let me check somewhere else. This actually doesn't make sense. It just says do this and then this, and it's like that doesn't make sense. So it says you all get a moment of vertigo, and then you get a fleeting sense that what you're seeing is unreal. And then those who make their POW check feel an instinctive awareness something is pressed against a fabric reality. And then this awareness makes you feel like there's a stronger intrusion into your reality, and that is likely to break through.
It doesn't sound good.
What the hell did these people do?
Yeah.
And I think if you fail, yeah, this makes sense. So those who fail roll 1 die 4.
Well, I've hit my breaking point, by the way.
Oh, so this is the die 4 is you lose that in sand and willpower.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've hit my breaking point.
And then You hit your breaking point. Let me see. Let me give you what you remember. So the ones that fail.
Nobody's
So who failed? Just Matt?
No, I failed.
Okay. How much do you
So
lose?
did I.
I lost 4, but I'm not at my breaking point yet.
So the people who. So this is not the breaking point. This is just for.
Also, if we failed, we roll a 4-sided die. No, also,
This is so weird. This doesn't make any sense. So because you lose, I assume you fail, you would lose, right? Oh yeah. So the ones that failed, you lost. You lose a die for in willpower and in sand.
Uh huh.
And then the ones that lost, you get this weird memory. You came to this array at night, and you were after a call from some array staffers, got the attention of Delta Green. The staffers went crazy and murderous, and something broke through, something vast, black, shapeless, and mindless, but alive and potent, ripped a hole in the sky above the array. Thunderous blasts and shrieks of power answered the feeble pulses echoed by D. So it's like D's playing her audio thing. And then something came out of the sky and absorbed everything into itself. And then you woke up screaming at 10 o'clock this morning, remembering nothing.
I think that sounds like a bad thing, right?
Yeah, it does. It's bad. It's bad.
And then one of you, the one that had the remembering of the call with the phone in your hand,
Yeah, it was me.
you had called Delta Green and tried to explain that you name the agents that were there and what had happened. You tried to explain everything, screaming into the phone.
That's not good.
And that's what you remember for those who.
Okay, time to blow up the building.
Yeah. I wonder at this point if the freaking computer is still interfacing.
I think we did confiscate the computer. I'm saying, sorry, this is too weird for you guys.
Yeah. You're meddling with powers you can't possibly comprehend.
So that's you three remember that. Other two don't remember anything.
All right.
So what happens now if it's got breaking point?
So Kurtz is at his breaking point.
Oh, breaking point. A natural. Let me look up your character. See, here they actually give me a list. There's no random roll. Kurtz. Oh, you're a computer science. Oh, you're adapted to help with me. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why don't you roll die 8?
Right. I got an 8. Yeah.
That's not that interesting. Why don't you roll again? That was that was a sleep disorder. That was. Oh, I like this one. Depersonalization disorder. What the hell is that?
I'll put it to Google.
Ah. Depersonalization disorder. You suffer periods of detachment from yourself, feeling helplessly disconnected from your own body, thoughts, and emotions. It's like seeing it all happen to someone else. Oh, all Tessa at minus 20.
All right.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah.
Who has that?
That's your computer guy.
Oh, good.
No.
Good thing he's useful before. Now he's going to be shit.
Yeah,
So,
you're
yeah.
smoothly detached.
Right.
Possibly go wrong.
All right. So what are we doing? Gonna like unplug the AI and confiscate it? Or
How about we turn off the power? Won't that work too?
Unplug a cable.
just get an axe and find the main junction?
Unplug it.
And then,
Sure.
Kurtz, Kozak, yeah, he comes in and he goes, "Oh, Dr. Takagawa, he woke up."
Okay.
Somehow I don't get a good feeling about that.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to. I'm getting ready to call headquarters at this point.
Let's go. Let's go check them out. I guess.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'll go check him out.
So who goes? Everybody? Or?
Yeah, I'm going. I want to see this.
So you go. He's up. He goes. Oh, he's like swaying on his feet a little. He goes. Oh, I need to take a pee. Is there a bathroom there? There must be a bathroom.
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right across the way from the researcher's office.
Yeah. So he goes. Oh, can somebody help me?
A little doctor guy
How
do
does
it.
the doctor help?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check him out. How are you feeling? What are your symptoms? What do you remember?
Oh God, my eyes. Everything's sort of dark.
Yeah, so alien.
Currently, right now, you can't see.
No, it's just. Then he goes, help me in the bathroom.
Yeah, this is where alien chest burster in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm gonna help him.
Yeah, so he's gonna pee in the urinal.
It's gonna be bloody.
Probably sit down.
Are you watching or?
I'm not. Well, no, I wouldn't watch him. Well, I mean,
Keep the
I'd
door
be in the
open.
bathroom with him, helping him be steady, but I'm not gonna like assist him.
You're not gonna hold it for him.
So I suggested him sit down.
So you're like a distance, but the urinals have those panels, right? And
Yeah.
so he's peeing in there, and do an alertness roll.
Alert.
You hear 2 streams. You go, what the?
My alert's not great. No, I missed it.
Oh, okay.
And then you hear 3. Oh
So
my
then
god.
he zips up and he turns to you, and then you see like his eyes and his mouth starting to glow this blue-white
That's not good.
light.
Nope.
You have to do a sand check.
Okay.
Is also on that.
50. I made it.
Okay, you lose 1 point,
Okay.
and then his whole body starts glowing.
Get out of there!
Yeah, I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna go out the door and like shut it and like tell them, help me, bar the door. Don't let him back through. There's something
What?
strange. He's glowing.
We like he's radioactive?
Or it could be, but
Yeah, your
he's
Geiger
glowing with
counter
radio
out.
The
light.
Geiger counter out.
There's just regular background radiation. There's nothing unusual.
I pull out my gun.
Whoa. Have we reached that point?
I'm scared.
All right, so what?
Does
So
he try
we're
to get
trying to
out?
bar the door. So what
So
is
you
he
guys
trying
are
to do?
outside, and then you hear him like try to open the bathroom door. He goes, "Hey, what's going on?"
For your own safety, you need to stay put. And have a seat.
Set it on toilet.
I think I need to go to the hospital. Something's going on here, and you see like the glowing light coming from underneath the door, right? This
Getting more intense.
bright blue light.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
You need to be under quarantine.
Is there like a chair from an office I can take to kind of like wedge the door shut, or is it not?
Bathrooms swing in, right?
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, that's right.
Doors
Yeah.
open
So,
in.
yeah, they even have the you can see it swings in.
Yeah, I
well,
know
I
that.
mean, what kind of a doorknob? Is it a doorknob or is it one of those little flippy?
I think it's they push it in, right? It's a bathroom, right? So
So there is nothing you just push on it. Crap.
there's probably a lock on his side, but not on your side.
Well, then we can't.
It
Keep
has to have
the
a
door shut.
doorknob. It has to have a doorknob. Because you got to be able to lock it.
Not necessarily. It might have a lock, but not. It might just be like a push.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
on one side's the handle, and the
What I'm
other.
saying is there a handle on the outside, like we can put like
Yeah.
a broom through?
No. So on your side it's a push. On his side is the handle.
So there's nothing on our side really to keep them out.
Right. The bathroom, you pull in the door, and then there's probably a lock, like a deadbolt on his side, and then
Yeah, but
your side's just a plate.
so what you're saying is he can just open the door and we can't do anything to stop him.
Yeah.
So all
So
right,
he's
so
trying to open it, but you guys are like, I don't know.
we're like trying to grab whatever.
Is-
Crap.
Is there a fire alarm anywhere?
Yeah, probably there's one in the building somewhere.
I'm going to pull the fire alarm because I want to get everyone out of the building.
Okay.
There, that's smart.
Yeah, you hit the fire alarm. So I don't think you can really block him from leaving unless you do something. But
So he's opening the door. Is what you're
yeah,
saying?
he's opening the door.
What does he look like?
Well, we could put the chairs in front of him and stuff from the office.
Yeah. So he's a glowing bright light, and you're looking at him. Do a sand check.
No.
I succeeded.
Yay! I made it.
You succeed. It's just 1
I
point.
made it.
I made it.
Yeah, you succeed. It's just 1 point. Yeah, these are all unnatural tests.
Yeah, I made it.
So
Lost myself.
fire alarm goes out, and of course, these guys. Oh. So I'm trying to figure out who goes out. I think everybody except for the IT person is outside, and then eventually Takagawa comes out too, right?
Hmm.
Blue dude?
And everybody sees him glowing, and everybody's sort of freaking out a little.
Everyone outside! Everyone outside!
Yeah, they're outside.
I'll just start shouting.
Yeah, I'm
that.
gonna tell him. Hey, I need to do an exam on you. Stand still, please. And I want to try to subdue him with like a knock him out.
Can you sedate him?
Yeah, you
that's
have
what I
all
mean.
your doctor stuff.
Yeah, I want to sedate him.
Okay. Yeah, you can just inject him with something.
Yeah,
Yeah, knock him out.
and I'm gonna draw some blood. Is it blood glow or is it just?
Yeah, all of his blood and stuff is glowing. And everybody's standing well away from him.
Yeah, and then you just like put him in a quarantine him in a place.
So while that's happening, I think we should go back in and disconnect that AI from the system because it's somehow involved in all this.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
Because I think we need to get that taken down before we can.
Yeah.
Even
I saw this in a movie. Just go to the microphone and speak to it and say, "Hey D, listen very carefully. Everything I say is a lie. I'm lying."
Yeah.
See if that works.
I saw that movie. I don't remember what it was.
Well,
Yeah.
no, my idea was like either to physically unplug it and short. If that doesn't work, just take a gun and empty the clip into it until it no longer.
I think the only thing that would work is if we took out the whole building.
So you think it's yeah? All right.
If it's because I think the system's wired into the entire building, so even if we destroy the terminal, it's still in the system that's controlling the functions of the building.
We can't like. I look at Kurt. Is there any kind of virus you can give it?
Oh.
Come on, let's Jeff Goldblum that shit, man.
Yeah, come on.
Can the computer programmer do something like that? Put in a
Yeah.
You,
virus.
you can whip something up, right?
Whip something up.
Yeah, I could just put Windows 10 on it, and that was true.
I have to update every 10 seconds.
Just go to Pornhub and click yes on every pop-up that opens.
There you go. That's it. Yeah, that works too.
I will actually go into the lab now and try and hack into it.
Okay, you go to the lab and you see what's her face is still there.
What do you-
Sang is still there.
I'm going to push her to one side and say, look, you need to go out there and see what's going on. And
That's.
no, you really have got to see what's happening to your colleague out there.
I don't think that's important. This experiment's important.
Have you seen what the experiment's done to your colleague? You go out and have a look at it, and I actually start pushing her towards the door.
Yeah, she's resisting.
I'll help him.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna grab her and take her out.
Yeah.
Okay, with two of you, yeah, you can do.
Yeah, I'll help as well. See.
And then I'll go onto the computer and see if I can start getting into it.
So there's the computer. What are you gonna do?
I just want to see if I can access its mainframe and actually see what it's all about, basically, and just see what information I can pull up about it.
Yeah. So there's. So you want to type stuff in, or?
Yeah, I'll be typing. I don't want to ask it anything. I want to try and actually sort of physically get into it to find out any information that it hasn't told me. Or
Check its browser history.
yeah, basically. Hey, look, Pornhub.
Wow.
So at one point, D goes, "That doesn't make any sense. What do you need to know?"
I need to know what's happened here.
That's a pretty broad question.
Why? I don't know if you can actually see what's going on in the building. I don't know if you're linked up to all the security cameras, but there appears to be a glowing man. The man that got hit.
I have no access to anything outside this. I am only in charge of the experiment and the data collected.
Well, you could tell them about what happened exactly when they turned on the experiment that it knocked out that
Yeah.
that one scientist, and then now he woke up and he's glowing blue.
So
Well, if you hook up and give me data from outside, maybe I could do analysis.
No.
Okay, where is your interface? Where do we plug it in? Where do we plug in the interface?
Oh, you just need to enter data into the system.
how would I enter this musical kind of tune in, or would I need to, because it's
Oh no, that's the data that we collected directly from the array. And if you want me to look at this person you say is blue, maybe I would need some information on that.
Well, you know the fact that the computer, or the experiment started exactly 10 o'clock, and he passed out briefly after that occurred. What would cause a human being to pass out? From
Well,
this
there was a
experiment?
power surge in the atrium area.
Yeah, but not everybody was affected, right?
Oh, he was there when there was a power surge.
But why would
I
that
was
knock him
told
out?
that Kozak had to replace the fuses in the area. Maybe he was electrocuted.
No, it wasn't electrocuted.
so this power surge came from an external source, and you have no idea what this external source is.
I have only information from inside here. I can only surmise based on what I've been told. So meanwhile, outside, you drag Sang outside. She sees the glowing thing. She's like frightened, and then actually fire trucks start showing up outside because somebody pulled the fire alarm.
Yes.
And so the fire truck shows up. What are you're gonna let these guys in?
No.
Fire department? No.
Yeah, it's fire department.
No.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell them there's a quarantine.
Yeah.
Flash or
So
ID.
first they ask you if there's a fire, right?
An active health problem, and no, there's no signs of an active fire. It's a false alarm.
We'll say it's there's a sensor trip going on with the building, and we're gonna have to quarantine off the entire thing because stuff like this.
Well, they tell you they need to still shut off the alarms and make sure it's okay. The quarantine, is there a disease or something going on here?
A radiation leak.
Yeah.
Point over to the blue guy.
So there's like an ambulance, right? So they want to put him in an ambulance and take him away.
No.
No, I can't take the blue guy.
He can't. It's a quarantine. He can't leave. We can't risk him being exposed. Being exposed to the general
You can endanger everyone within a certain radius that he's coming in contact with.
As a matter of fact, none of these firemen are wearing hazmat suits, so it could probably affect them too.
So while this is going on, you see on the side, you see Dr. Jamie Campbell. She's dressing down like Evan Kozak. You hear her yelling at him like, "Oh, your fault. You misadjusted the lasers. They're your all fault. You're the one that made Takagawa. It's radiation poisoning. It's all your fucking fault. You're gonna be fired." So you hear this stuff going off on the side.
I'm gonna ask them, how do we shut this system down?
So they say there's a place where there's a key, and then like the firemen have like a master key, and then you flip the key, and then it shuts it off, right?
Okay, I'll accompany one fireman to go do that.
Okay, so the one guy will go with you to shut down the system,
I've just
and then
worked out.
it turns off all the fire alarms.
I've just worked out what's happened. He's turned into Dr. Manhattan, hasn't he?
Jeez.
And then click. Everybody, you have to make another POW times 5 check.
Oh,
I made it pretty low, 23.
fail. Quickly.
I made it.
I just made it.
Yeah.
Okay, if you fail, it's another die for willpower and
Actually, it's their own die.
fan.
You know, when we're taking the willpower off, we're taking it off that lower number, like the 10, and not the percentage.
Yeah, it's straight off your willpower. It's not off the percent.
Right. I'm down to 3 power left now.
Oh, so you know, if you lose one more, you're gonna go unconscious, I think. So yeah, the willpower is equal to your I don't know how they explain it, but it's like when it's almost like the will to live type of thing too. So when it goes further down, your gung ho-ness goes away too. So it's almost like at some point it's like, oh, what's the point?
Yeah.
And then you hear Takagawa. He's screaming, and he goes, "The Black Void! It is here! It's alive! It's!" And then he curls up into a fetal position, and he's still babbling.
Yeah, we need to shut down the building.
Yeah, we need to shut it down or get the thing reversed to close up whatever incursion's been opened up.
Okay, so you guys, the two guys that had turned off the alarm, make a sand check.
Everybody?
No, just the two people that went to turn off the alarm. Who went with
Okay.
the fireman?
I went.
Okay, roll.
I missed it.
Roll die 4.
3.
You lose 3 sand.
Okay.
You had actually seen a picture of this person before. She's oh. Oh, that is Helen Klinger.
Okay.
But what you see is
Ah.
this. The reason you lost your sand is she appeared out of nowhere and she's floating in midair.
That's not good.
Fantastic.
Oh man, doing what?
She's like at first she's like a little confused and she goes, "I'm back." She's crying. This is where we did it.
Oh.
Did what?
And he goes, "Who's that?" Oh, and
I'm
when
just part
she, yeah, so
Part of the science team. What is it you did?
it's the machine. It made a connection.
How do we shut it down?
So while that's going on the outside, there's Black. Remember Black? This guy.
Yeah, okay.
I
He's
remember.
standing out with you guys, right? Outside, looking at Takagawa, who's curled up. And he goes, "Oh, now I remember the name. Now I remember that word. Azathoth."
Oh, Jesus.
So anybody with a natural could roll.
A natural or the occult?
Occult too. So actually, there's not a roll. It just says you have a occult 60 or a natural 5%. You recognize the name.
So 80.
Oh, so you recognize the name.
Yeah, I only have a 40, so.
It's
the name?
those who recognize it's a proto-mythological demon god. It's described in a few obscure and dubious texts.
That's not good. Okay,
No.
I'll gather the team outside and I'll tell them what that name is.
Hmm.
Okay, back inside. Oh, you want to talk to Klinger, right?
Yeah, she's inside.
Yeah. So now she turns her head, and it's pretty clear. She's not blind. She could see. And she goes to one of the tables and picks up like let's say a crowbar.
Sure, whoop, that's not good.
And she goes, "Where are the others?"
What others?
She asks you, "The other people in the facility, where are they?"
Let's
A
say
lot of them are outside.
And you say outside, and then she starts going through, right, where's the map?
Wait, you need to tell me. How do we shut down the computer and
Oh,
the
she just
connection?
leaves you, and she walks down the hallway, and she's heading towards the entrance, the main entrance.
Okay, I'll follow behind.
And
whilst that's happening, I'm going to be seeing if I can, whilst I'm hacking into the computer, to see if I can actually make itself turn itself off.
okay, so she walks. Let me see who's the unlucky guy. Oh, she goes up to Kozak.
Oh, jeez.
And you're gonna whack him with a crowbar.
Do any of us see this, or is it just like we're all occupied?
Yeah, we're all looking at Tazagawa and the fetal, and then she just comes out of nowhere, and she just hits.
Is she still floating?
No, now she's just walking. Right.
Okay.
She has. She missed. Okay. She swings with a crowbar and misses Kozak. Yeah, now you know she's there.
Okay.
All right.
We-
So
We
she
need to tackle her
attacked.
to the ground.
I was going to shoot her, but all right.
Oh.
Oh, are you gonna try and
Okay.
tackle her?
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Wait, looking like
Uh-huh.
that?
yeah. It could be worse.
Okay, roll your unarmed.
Unarmed. Okay. I succeeded.
Yeah, you think you grabbed her, and you phased right through her.
Oh.
Wait a minute. When I ran through her, did I hit the crowbar too?
Do a sand check.
I succeeded.
Okay, you lose nothing.
So I phased through her, but was the crowbar solid?
Do we see?
Yeah, the crowbar phased with her.
Do we see this happen?
Yeah, if you see this, if you want to see this, I assume you're asking. So
Yeah.
you do this, roll a sand check.
Yeah, sand check.
I will. No, failed.
Neither,
Okay.
I didn't make it either. So.
Okay, roll die 4 in sand loss.
So I am at my breaking point.
Still good.
Oh. Yeah, roll a die 7.
A die 7?
Yeah, no sleeping disorder for you. Or die 8, but ignore 8.
I got a 4.
Megalomania?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you know what we forgot though? You could always strain your willpower and strain a bond.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I will do that. So,
So you roll a die 4, and that's how much you lose in willpower. And
wow, okay.
I totally forgot about that. That's the rules. So, and that's built for this. So,
All right.
what do you roll on die 4?
I got a 4.
Okay, so you can't. So it's the max of whatever it is. So it's not really. So I think you rolled a 3 earlier, right? What do you?
For Megalomania?
Yeah, when you got that before.
Well, I got a 4.
Oh, you lost 4.
Wait.
your breaking
No. When I lost my breaking point, I got 2 points.
Oh, okay. So you only reduce it by 2.
Okay.
So you rolled a 4. It's really a 2. So remove 2 willpower points.
Okay.
Get back the 2 sand, and then you lose 2 points off of bond.
All right.
So do you have a bond you want
I
to?
got my third wife.
Okay, your third wife. You're gonna think not good things about her.
Yeah,
Okay.
because she's. You look like my third wife. yeah.
Okay.
So we gotta turn this machine off. So I would say we need to turn this machine off. Let's go inside and kill this machine because it's gonna.
Anybody
I-
know anything about this weird lady?
Well, I just saw one of my compatriots go right through her, so I don't
Yeah.
think bullets are going to help.
Okay, so you guys are gonna try to turn off the machine. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, when she went outside, I just went back to the lab to see if I could try and make itself shut down.
Yeah, it tells you after some effort, then you say shut down, like shut down minus force or something like that, and it goes no.
Hey, you know what? The fire truck has an axe, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get a axe from the fire truck.
yeah. So she's gonna attack Kozak again. And she misses. This is terrible. She's terrible.
Terrible combat.
That's what happens when you get these geeky scientist weapons.
Yeah, they can't attack.
All right, so I'm going to turn to the firefighters that are still there and say, we need to shut off the power to this facility. Do you guys know how to do that or where to do that at?
Yeah, so they're seeing this like shit show going down, and some people are freaking out. And one guy says, "Yeah, I think he thinks he knows where they can shut off the power."
All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So who's going with him? Or
I'm going with the
I'll go with him.
firefighter,
Okay.
I
so
take an axe too,
Okay.
just in case, huh?
in case you need to like physically cut the power.
Yeah. So it'll take a while to go there to shut the power. So you two guys are over there. Here. And then so she keeps on trying to kill Kovac. Don't give a shit. Okay.
Okay, but I'm still out there. I could deal with getting her. I'm gonna tell her, how do we shut down? I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna be like, if you want to live, we need to shut this down. We need to reverse whatever was just done. You're in charge of this facility. You should know. You should know how everything in here works.
Jamie Campbell's in charge. This is just one of the researchers.
No,
Is there any way I can hack into this
I'm
computer?
gonna
to
I'm gonna tell him. What did you do? She obviously is
So,
taking swipes at you, dude. What did you do?
So, but back to, let's go over to Kurtz. So you can't shut it down, but maybe you get a hammer or something. It's like a crystalline thing. You think if you smash it up, that might work.
Yeah, you did say we had guns, didn't we?
You have guns too.
Right. I'm going to try and shoot the weird box
Okay.
type obelisk thing.
So
I'm gonna put the-
I assume you can't miss. It doesn't fight back or anything. It's there. So you're gonna unload how much of your
I'm just going to put everything into it,
Okay.
the whole clip.
yeah, and then you have the other one. So you fire, and actually, it's like this crystalline thing. So the bullet hits it, and there's like some bits flake off. But as you fire more bullets, then it starts like getting damaged. And
I'll reload, and then can you actually yank the wires out the back of it?
well, so you saw the wires, but the wires are for the data coming in from the array. So if you had an axe or a big bolt cutters or something, you could clip that, right?
Yes. Right. In the workshop when we were in there earlier, did we see any tools in there that might
Yeah,
do
there
the
are.
job?
There are lots of tools.
Right, I'm gonna run there as fast as I can and grab something to do the job.
So you're running out. We'll go back outside. For some reason, suddenly, like, the other people there, like, turn and look at you guys, and then you see Jamie Campbell,
Oh, crap.
Philip Black, and Sang. They're running back into the building. And of course you see Klinger still trying to kill Kozak. He goes, "You need to help me. Shutting it down is not enough. You have to kill everybody."
Who says that? Who said that?
He's
Kovacs?
shouting that.
Yeah, and I'll say, okay, wait, what?
And she swings the crowbar at Kozak and misses. Oh my god, this really sucks. So you have to give her a higher percent.
It's like a comedy routine.
Well, I'm rolling high. She actually has a 40% chance, but I'm rolling above 40. So
That's about right.
Like I said, what do you mean kill everybody?
it's connected to everyone. It's connected.
Okay. Like I said, again, what did you do? What's it? What are you talking about?
Anything. They turned on the machine. That's what happened. They turned on the machine. She tries to kill. Oh, she still missed. Oh my god. Kovac's running into the building and she's gonna run after him.
Ah, shit. Okay, I'm gonna follow him.
Okay, so Kurtz, you grab like, what do you want? Bolt cutters or sledgehammer? Or...
A big pair of bolt cutters that I can actually cut the wires with, and then use them just to hit things with and smash them up.
So you grab it, you run back, you see like these guys that were the scientists and everything, and they see you and they're in your way.
Uh-oh.
Can I run through where I'm? I take it I've just come out of the workshop.
Yes, and they're in the hallway. They're in
Right.
the main hallway.
Could I run through the closet out the back door, run down the side of the building, and get through the door into the lab
You could.
on the far end?
Yes, you can. You can go try that. One or two of them running after you.
Well, I'm gonna shut the doors behind me and as I'm running, just throwing things on the floor.
Okay.
So as obstacles, basically, to slow them down.
So you go there. You get around that way. You see that Black and Sang are actually already in the lab waiting for you there.
Ruh-roh.
Meanwhile, outside, you guys are turning off the power.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's doable. I don't see why it's not doable. So you
Well-
guys do something to turn off the power, and then inside, suddenly all the lights go out.
Crap.
Does the power go out on the computer?
Yeah, it's like the power is just out, right? And then,
Good.
so you're in the darkness, Kurtz.
Yeah. It's a good job. I've got all three of those ticked on my stat sheet for helplessness.
So, what are you gonna do in there? Are you gonna hide, or are you gonna?
What were they doing before the lights went out?
They look like they look sort of hostile.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I'll make my way back to the door and go back out the door.
Okay.
Okay, where was Kovacs running towards? It was 'cause he was running
Inside.
He was inside, and the power went out.
Yeah, and then the power went out. Suddenly.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my night vision goggles that I have in my bag.
Okay.
and like I said, so I can, and I'm gonna also get my submachine gun out at this point.
Could I wait by the
That's what I'm talking
by
about.
the so if they open the door, I can just swing the bolt cutters into someone's face as they come through the door.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and how close is he to what else, to everything else that's to the other two people that are inside?
He went outside, right? So Kurtz went outside, and then the other two people are like we're looking for him, so they're just
Yeah, but I was chasing what's his face into the inside,
yeah.
and Kovacs. How close was Kovacs? Was he going over to where they were?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so I'll see this, and I'm gonna just like I said, I see this, and they look hostile.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, and are they armed?
Not really. No.
Okay. Well, if they look hostile, I'm going to hold hold the weapon up and basically tell them to get on the floor.
Let's see there.
You might have to give him some warning shots.
I have to do any warning shots. I have like 5 and 10 round bursts I can use for that.
What's the time? 57. Yeah, I assume they might. Let me see if they comply. Not all of them will comply.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like only Sang complies. The other, but they can't see you.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
complying.
So they're at a major disadvantage right now. So they, like I said, but the other two don't.
Yeah, the other two don't.
I'm gonna shoot them
Okay.
just immediately. Okay.
Mow him down.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go for whichever. Like I said, whichever one's closer to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's assume it's black.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I hate that guy anyway.
So here's the thing. What weapon are you using?
I'm using the MP5.
I wonder if does that have multiple shots, or
Yeah, it does.
do you want to do a 3-round burst,
It's a 5-round burst.
a 5-round burst,
Yeah, empty the clip on the bastard.
Yeah, I'll do the 5-round
and
burst.
then there's just a So roll to hit,
Okay, I succeeded.
and then roll the kill damage, which is just roll percentile dice.
Okay. 50%.
Yeah, that's not the kill, right? But that does do 15 points of damage.
Yeah. Which
That's good enough to kill somebody.
yeah, I'm like if he's not wearing body armor, I'm pretty sure he's not getting up.
So that guy goes down.
Well,
So just imagine a pitch black hallway, some guy yelling stuff at you, and then just suppressed machine gun fire, like and just thud.
okay, so now that we have the power off, I'm gonna. Does the fireman have one of those helmets that has lights on it?
Yeah, they do.
I'll take it off his head. I go, give me that. And I'll try to make my way back into the building.
I'm following with my gun out and my flashlight.
Okay, so you do see. I forgot. Klinger's there. She glows in the dark.
He's a light source.
So she's gonna go after somebody. She's gonna go after Kozak probably still. Oh,
Okay.
this sucks.
Yeah, left him
Oh
alone.
my god.
Oh man.
So maybe the other two go after her since they can see her.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a fair fight, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the plan? Maybe we can speed this up. You're probably just gonna shoot the other person, and
Yeah.
then
I'm gonna shoot the other person. It's basically gonna be, well, if it's infected these people, then this is a quarantine situation. None of them can come out of here alive.
okay.
Yeah, anybody I encounter that's not us, I am shooting, and then I'm going to attempt to do as much damage to the computer as I can.
Okay.
Yep. I'm good. One before anything even gets really bad, I'm going to end up calling this into HQ that this entire site needs to be scrubbed and wiped completely. The whole thing needs to be gotten rid of.
Okay, so when you call in, the lady tells you you're actually still sort of in a outskirts of Chicago. They can't hit the area with a missile strike. It's very a big no.
I said don't come in with a missile strike thing. I said come in with the demo team. Make it look like an accident. Get rid of the building. Get rid of all the research. This whole place needs to
So
be
she
scrubbed.
says she'll come in with a team,
Yeah,
but you have to wait for it. I wait for the team.
It better not be longer. It better be in under a half hour.
And,
Because I have a bad feeling about 10 o'clock, and I don't
it
want
takes a while.
to. Goddamn bureaucracy.
But they said, she just tells you contain the thing, and then they'll be there. Okay. And then
Yeah, we'll contain it, all right.
so you guys wait. Well, what's her face is still trying to kill these people. I don't know how long it goes.
I'll go into the bathroom area where I sedated that glowing dude.
Yeah.
'Cause we need to take him out too, right? He's
Yeah.
an easy
No,
one.
the
Just
glove
put a bullet
dude's
in him.
outside, right?
Yeah.
He's in a position
Yeah,
outside.
well, yeah. Someone needs to go in there and.
So are
and
you
put
just
it-
gonna let her kill these guys?
well, I mean, there's not much I can do to stop her.
So
I'm hoping by destroying the computer we might do something. But
So, like about half hour into that, she's killed all of these other scientists.
well, they should have run away, huh?
And at one point, what do you guys do? You watch her kill the last of these scientists, and she actually killed the 2 security guards too.
Well, I was inside. I don't know. I mean, I thought she was
That's
outside
great
doing
and
this,
everything,
right?
but she's gotta go too. She's a
Yeah, at
loose
some
end.
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Vacuum cleaner
we have
sucked up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Who's that guy? Oh, Frank McMurdy.
All
She
right.
comes after you with a crowbar.
Okay. I'm going to dodge that.
So here's how the system works. It's really weird. It's different from Call of Cthulhu 7.
Yeah.
So if you dodge, then you dodge all other physical attacks
Mm-hmm.
with that same die roll. So once you roll it, that's the number. So if you fail, they hit you.
Yeah.
If you succeed, you actually dodge her attack.
Mhm.
Now, if you decide to fight back, then you get to use that fight back number, and if you hit above her attack, you hit her and she doesn't hit you.
Okay.
But that die roll is used for all your other dodges. So it's sort of weird.
Okay.
So you get to fight back one person and dodge everybody else,
Mhm.
or you just dodge everybody.
Yeah.
And that's if you didn't act yet. That's your action. And if you already acted, then it's up your next action.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be the first one, and basically this one's just like a regular thing where I just have to roll under it to succeed, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could just roll first if you dodge. dodge.
Yeah. Let's. Okay. So I got an 8, so that's a success.
Yeah, so you dodged her crowbar. So this will go a while until, so she'll keep on attacking.
Yeah. Just keep dodging and jumping out of the way.
One time she's gonna hit. She missed the next one. Missed the third. Oh my god. Missed the fourth. So this would be a while. Oh, and then she threw away the crowbar.
Oh, jeez.
What?
So you dodge, and it for every other attack after that.
No,
It's-
so there's a
that's
group
just-
of things attacking you.
Oh,
You roll
okay.
One dodge
Gotcha.
roll, and you keep that number for all
Okay.
of the dodges,
Gotcha.
and then that's your watermark. So if let's say you dodge and you roll an 8,
Yes.
but then I roll to hit you with a 14, then I actually hit you because my 14's higher than your 8.
So you wanted your dodge to be as high as possible, but still.
Yeah, as high as
Under
possible,
four.
not fail. And if you fail, then you don't dodge at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But she kept on missing, so.
So now she's just frustrated.
Well, at one point, like, if you keep on letting her do this, she attacked again, and she actually hit. So you have to roll your dodge and beat her
Oh,
attack.
okay. Let's see. So I have to roll. I have to be successful, but it has to be as like high as possible.
Higher than her number, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Oh, right on the dot, 70.
70? Okay, so she missed you with a crowbar. Yeah, this goes on for a while. And then the clock ticks to 10:03.
Oh, jeez.
10:03. Everybody has to make another five times POW check.
Oh, I was unconscious. Yeah, I failed. So I'm probably dead
I
or
made it.
unconscious.
I made it.
Okay, so if you fail, it's
I
the
made it.
die for willpower and sand loss.
I'm on -1.
You're unconscious.
So you're in
Did
the.
we lose?
Oh,
You
Kurt's-
lost your computer person. He went unconscious.
Where's he at?
He's in the lab still, no?
Yeah, he's in the lab. Outside.
I'm
the lab.
outside the lab door. I was hiding behind the door with the
Oh, that's
bolt-
right. That's right. Yeah.
bolt
yeah.
cutters.
Bolt cutters. Yes, you.
So you're the only one that failed. And then, like this horrible rending of the sky happens, and something attacks the building for a while, and then this horrible creature thing. Are you guys gonna run?
Well, I'm in the building, so
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I was in the building.
When we see this happen, hell yeah.
So the building's being torn apart from the outside, right?
all right. I try to find Kurtz and get him out with me.
Yeah.
He's outside already, I think, isn't he?
No, Kurtz is in the lab.
Oh yeah, we'll take him out.
No,
They-
I'm outside the back door of the lab.
But you're unconscious.
All right. Well, I try to get him
Yeah.
out, get him away.
Yeah, I'll help him.
So what you have to do is it's a. I wonder if. Oh. Let me check. Yeah, I'm just wondering. This may be really harsh, so I'm trying to figure out if it just flips back before. Let me check. It's good to run this so I know what's going on, because some of this stuff is all in random places. Oh. Sorry about this.
Alright.
Because this is sort of important. Otherwise, I would just wing it, but
Just say rocks fly, fall, everybody dies. Or building chunks fall. Everybody died.
Oh man, it's all mixed up. Okay. Okay, so you all see Azathoth. He shows up, but it's weird. You all make a sand check.
Okay.
All right.
Obviously, I'm unconscious, so.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
I succeeded.
I made it.
You succeed, it's 1 point.
Okay. All right.
Anybody fail?
What are we doing? A sand check or?
Yes, sand check.
Okay. Yay! I barely made it.
Okay, you lose only 1.
Oh my god.
And then
-1, so I'm at 1, 2, 4, 5. I got plenty.
And then.
And then.
Let me check the right time. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's 7:52 or 8:57. Yeah, let's just say it's 7:52. Okay, so suddenly you do keep all your sand losses and all your willpower stats, and then it's suddenly 7:52, and at 7:52, you're all back where you were at 7:52.
Okay.
At 7:52, we're all back at 7:52.
Yeah, at 7:52 is when the girl with the eyes,
Yeah, the glowing eyes.
glowing eyes, showed up.
Okay.
That was in the lab, right?
Yeah, so you were.
I think everybody was outside.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, everybody was outside, and she just showed up where you guys were to turn off the fire alarms.
Yeah.
hmm
And I think Kamarov was in there, right? And she just shows up, and she exactly says the exact same thing she did earlier. She's confused. She goes, "Where am I?"
Not again. I tell her she's back at the facility.
Goes, "Yeah." Goes, "Where's the other people? Where's the rest of the staff?"
They're out here.
So she grabs a crowbar
Wait, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on.
and she starts heading out.
You're not going to kill anybody with that. All right? You missed all the time. Don't you remember this stuff?
And
Yeah,
outside, right?
Terrible swinger.
Outside, Tagawa is in the fetal position, screaming, and then yeah. So all this is back to where it was,
Oh, God.
except
Oh, jeez.
except now you see Kurtz. You don't see Kurtz, or actually he's out there, but he's on the ground, right? He's unconscious. Willpower 0. So.
Oh, so that's different.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? And you actually remember like stuff that happened.
Well, turning off the power didn't do anything.
No.
You ever break apart the computer?
I don't know.
I shot at the.
But that was before. That was later.
Mm,
Better loss for Groundhog's Day.
yeah.
Yeah, now you see the lady with the crowbar coming out. This is a very deja vu.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It has something to do with those tones or something. Because those tones are going to be are used to open something for the portal, and we're stuck in some stupid time loop thing right now.
Yeah.
We would have to find a way to reverse it. And the only thing we've gotten is kill everybody, but that doesn't really give us anything.
Is there a way we can get a message out of it to let ourselves know to shut this thing down before the start time when the machine was turned on?
Oh, you mean before 10 a.m. to today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Probably about the only thing is to get them not to activate the machine in the first place.
Yeah, you see this crowbar combat that doesn't go anywhere, right? I'm not going to re-roll those dice. So.
All right, I gotta step away for a second and be right back, okay?
Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's different with Kurtz? Why did he?
Yeah, the only difference is you see Kurtz. He's on the ground, unconscious.
Well, we were suffering the consequences. It's just that when we go back, sooner or later we're all going to be out.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So did we actually destroy the computer?
No, not yet.
Well, let's do that. That's the only thing we didn't try last time.
Yeah, because we weren't successful in doing that last time, were we?
Right? 'Cause, yeah, you went to go get the bolt cutters, and then he got chased out of the building.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
Yeah, ignore all this drama outside, right, and then go in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you go in
With a
there
purpose.
and actually, you go in there and you destroy the computer.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll
Anything
take,
happen?
let's say it takes an hour, so that's near the 8:57 time. So, so you just finished destroying the computer.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do? You hear people screaming outside and whatever.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah. Shit. Because we did that. So the computer's done. I think honestly, yeah. Aside from that, like I said, I don't know how we can stop her, because unless we can get rid of her, she's like the last piece of anything, I think.
So at one point, 8:57, she like materializes where you guys are, and that's another sand check. For those who already saw her appear, you don't have to roll. So this is the first time she just appeared out of nowhere.
Okay. So
Well, we saw her outside. Would that count or no?
Huh? No, this is when she
Materialized.
materialized out of nowhere.
Okay, I got to roll.
Yeah. I succeeded.
Okay, so you lose one sand.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, roll a sand. I think you never saw her show up out of nowhere, because I think only Chris Kamarov saw her show up. So
Yeah.
I made it.
okay, you lose one sand. So you're in the room looking at the computer you just smashed and destroyed, and she like reappears in the middle of the room, and she's like flashing in and out, like you'd see her like flashing it out, and she goes, we're all connected. Our consciousness brings it here.
Sure sounds like she wants us to kill everybody.
Yeah, because it's their minds that are all connected to it.
Gotta kill everybody then.
Bring
Didn't
them
we
in.
didn't do that before?
Yeah, we did that last time.
What?
We actually kill everybody.
We killed it. Yeah, we killed. Yeah, we dropped it. I dropped everyone last time that was in here, and she killed all the people outside.
But she was still alive.
Yeah, but we have to find a way to get rid of her. But since we can't physically touch her, that's creating a problem.
She's blinking in and out. He said though.
Yeah, blinking in and out.
Okay. So can I time it right? Can I time it right and shoot her in the head?
No, but there's a chance she's here and a chance she's not. So
Okay.
Well, let's bring everybody else in.
Yeah.
So you're gonna just shoot her?
I'll go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, roll your attack.
Okay. So just let's go for that. Okay. Yeah. So I succeed.
Okay, but she phased out at the wrong time, so she's not there. You have to shoot again.
Okay. I succeeded.
Yeah, she phased out, but she's going to attack you. So
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment to aim.
okay, that gives you a plus 20, but that's it.
All right, so then I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay,
Hopefully, timing it right.
okay, roll.
I made it.
Actually, she didn't phase out in time, so you
Woohoo!
actually hit her. Roll your damage.
Oh God, please kill her. Please kill her. Come on. Let's see. Son of a bitch. I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't do it.
God damn it.
But
All
you
right.
do hit her.
All right.
Well, that she means she can bleed. She can die.
if it bleeds, we can kill it.
So everybody take turns.
Yes, we'll just- We'll just line up like a firing squad.
Yeah.
You're just going to open fire.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
the
that's-
people. I forgot. So just a system thing. The people who,
Shot.
yeah, that's not immune to
takes-
violence. You have to do a sand check for like a loss.
Yeah.
I made it by lots. I'm like,
Yeah, so you don't lose anything.
Yeah. I'm immune to it.
Yeah, you're immune to it. Yeah, why don't you guys all fire?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to be taking a turn to aim.
Okay, so that's successful, and I'm gonna fire my.
Oh,
I'm gonna fire my 10-round burst so I can see if I can get
Totally.
the lethality.
I critted.
Okay, so
Oh, holy crap! I got it.
Yay.
I got a 6% for the lethality rating thing.
Okay, so I got the OT1. I
okay,
critted.
OT1. Okay, so the OT1 actually hits her because that will go over.
So what do crits do in this game or in this?
So it's basically double damage. Crits do double damage. But I'm giving you she didn't phase out, so
So I did 12 points.
yeah. So that it's close enough. With the other one, that's good enough. That-
Okay, now we kill everybody.
Now we bring everybody else in.
Yeah.
Until they got to finish their job, and then they sit them down and shoot them.
Search the place. Make sure we didn't miss anybody.
Yeah.
What about the janitor?
Yeah. I'm just gonna wipe everybody.
Yeah, so it's messed up.
It's messed up. Hate
The
to
only-
do it.
It's the only thing my character's good at. That and apparently bullshitting people into believing he actually knows what he's talking about.
All right, so if we take everybody out, what happens this time?
Yeah.
So how many of you are left? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have a chart to look at. Let me find the chart.
A chart.
Oh, where is it? thing is, you read it, you know there's a chart.
Hmm.
I think 4 is not good enough. Okay, so at 10 p.m. again, you all have to roll
Gosh,
another willpower check.
Oh, God damn it.
Okay.
Nope.
I succeed.
Okay, if you fail, it's the
I made it.
die 4, right? Die 4 willpower plus die. That's the same in sand.
Okay.
Oh no.
Are you unconscious?
No. I don't know. Let me check.
What's your willpower?
I'm still good. I have my willpower is down to 6. And I'm still like 6 away from my breaking point.
Fine. So I'm below my breaking point.
Oh, okay. Do a die 8.
Gate.
Yeah.
2.
Paranoia. As if you're not paranoid.
Yeah.
So you got paranoia. But the thing is, you can also spend willpower to not take the sand loss. I mean, the sand loss. So you guys wait around, and then again at 10:03, Azathoth tries to show up again. You all have to make sand checks.
I'm so glad I'm unconscious.
I did not make that one.
Lose die 10 sand.
I made that one.
I died 10?
Yes. If you fail, if you succeed, you
no.
lose 1.
Okay.
Okay, so I am below
That's
my
it.
breaking point.
I'm below my breaking point too. 1 below.
I'm like 6 or 7 below.
Okay. So do a die 8.
I got a 3.
Amnesia.
I got a 1.
Remember where I am.
Fugues. What's a fugue?
Fugue state is that
Oh,
when you
catatonic state.
Yep. You're all gonna be useless.
Yeah. So basically, you guys are sort of whacked out, and then this thing comes through, and then Azathoth comes through, kills you guys, and then it resets again. But I moved it up too early, so it actually probably we'll move it up to 8:57, which is actually almost everybody's. So the people that are there's only one person still unconscious, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've killed everybody. You've killed the girl. And there's still 4 of you guys,
off machine.
and the machine's destroyed.
We'll wake up the guy that's knocked out.
Yeah. We need to, yeah. Let's get it. Let's get him
Yeah,
conscious.
get him back up.
Yeah, but like I said, that I think the medical man should be able to help with that.
Yeah, the medical you can do that. First
Okay.
aid.
Yeah, wake up Matt.
Or just use medicine to wake him.
Yeah,
Stimulants, adrenaline, whatever.
Yep.
medicine.
Shoot him up with morphine. I don't care what it takes as long as he's standing up.
Shoot him up. Get
Yep.
him up.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, did you make your medicine
No, I have to roll medicine to do that. That's pretty standard, but
or first
yeah,
aid?
62. I made medicine. My medicine's 80, so I made it.
Let me check the rules. But story-wise, I would say he's up, but I'm just curious what the rules is. Because willpower, usually you can get back. Oh, and I remember, you can because it's a drug. So use the drug rules. So basically, you get your willpower after you sleep 24 hours. You get all your willpower back after 24 hours. But yeah, I remember there's some drug rules that give you some temporary willpower, but it gives you a penalty. So you do wake him up. He probably gets a 20% penalty because of the drugs. So yeah, Kurt, you're awake. And it's 8:57 p.m.
She hasn't come back, right? The glowing lady.
No, you guys killed her last time.
Okay, good. Nobody else. All right, cool. All
And I
right,
assume you killed all the other people.
all right,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So just see what happens.
So you wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not a cloud of thunder.
Now I'm back up.
In the sky.
Can I actually go into the computer room now and
Yeah,
put
these guys
walls?
smashed up the computer. It's
Oh, right, okay.
We're so good with technology.
so you guys wait 10 o'clock. Another willpower check.
God damn it.
So, has my willpower actually gone up, or is it staying?
Oh yeah, it's at 1. It's probably gonna. Well, you have to make a save, right?
I'm
But it's a death.
probably
spot.
going to.
I made this one.
Okay.
Well,
Succeeded.
I failed, so
Oh, you
I'm
failed.
going to. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to go unconscious again.
Yeah, you can go unconscious again.
No, you don't. Slap, slap, slap. Wake up.
So then
Shaky.
10 o'clock happens and the building gets torn apart. These tentacles come down, and no matter where you are, these tentacles move at the speed of light. They're fast. They come
Wow.
and hunt you down, and they kill you because the damage is pretty crazy. Let's see, what is it? Oh, it does kill damage. on everything. So basically, they attack, and then if I roll below 50%, it's a critical hit. And then the next round, they do kill damage, and they move at the speed of light. And if you're within range, they can move 50 meters, like in a round.
God.
And so basically, these tentacles come
Sounds
down,
fun.
hunt you down, and kill all of you. And then you lose. Oh, let's do the sand loss for seeing this thing. Roll sand checks for those that are conscious.
Okay.
I did not make it.
I succeeded.
I did.
Okay. If you make it, it's 1 die 6 sand loss.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
If you fail, it's a die 20.
Oh man, so lucky. Whew.
I lost 13. Ah!
Are you at 0 yet?
Not yet.
I'm so close to my breaking point.
I am back under the breaking point. So
Okay,
anyway.
so that's a sand loss for seeing this thing hunting you down, and then it kills all of you, and then you wake up screaming at 10 in the morning.
I'm just gonna swallow a bullet. I'm in the office, just nobody knows why. It's bam.
So yeah, you all wake up 10 in the morning, screaming, just like you remember or whatever you were doing at 10 at the beginning of the scenario. You just sort of like going, ah! And you keep all your sand losses and then willpower loss and all that stuff.
Oh
And the
god.
people who died, I don't think. Oh yeah, if you die, there is some other, but we won't worry about it. So, and it's like, oh, and then 11 o'clock comes around. There's no phone call. And if you ever look up to see if there's a holobeam array, you find out that they thought about building one, but they never built one at all.
Their better judgment prevailed.
And your day seems uneventful, except for you've lost a shitload of sand.
And I'm catatonic. There you go.
So the trick was, as at each iteration, less and less people had to be conscious.
Oh god.
So when you're conscious, it's still hooked into Azathoth and brings him in.
Ah.
So we did a bad thing by waking up the.
The problem was at the very end, only one person could be conscious.
Oh god.
So the thing is, you had 4 people, 5 people, and then the second thing you had. So basically, each iteration, less and less people had to be conscious.
So we needed to knock more people out.
Yeah, you had to knock everybody out. So she was wrong that you had to be dead, but if you're unconscious, it would work.
We ended up working anyway.
Now we broke a few eggs.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I call that a success.
That was sufficiently Cthulhu-like, where you.
Yeah, very Cthulhu-like.
Yeah.
Because I remember, oh yeah, studying machine wasn't enough. You have to have enough people unconscious.
The minute it's just like, oh, there's tones. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
I do exactly what it was.
All right, gentlemen, I need to